I am T'Challa.
Hey, what's up, YouTube family? It's Denai. I got big dreams to see the world and do what my heart believes. Everything ain't what it seems, so I'm here to tell you the truth about pop culture, hip-hop, and some of the most toxic shit across the web. Forget Charleston White. I'm the one. Like it or not. Better subscribe to my channel and like this video, because I'm not gonna stop.
I am T'Challa. T'Challa.
What's up, dear Ben? I see you. You trying to pick at Miss Ned and Charles.
Charles! Your lunch is ready. Let me pull this chair off my feet, honey.
Who big dog in this bitch? Shout out to y'all. What's up? What's good? Y'all remember when I talked about and drug Miss Netta for 4 months straight? We didn't have no distraction. We built the channel from 0 to 20,000, just dragging Miss Netta by his tube every goddamn day for 4 months straight. Okay, that's the type of deny that everybody know and love. And you know, once I got tired of talking about Miss Netta, Sean David Wade picked it up. Once I got tired of talking about CHRISEANROCK, Sean David Wade picked it up. I need y'all to understand something, okay? I'm the GOAT. I'm the star maker. It's been that way since Clubhouse, okay? So a lot of y'all believe that because I don't address things that is somehow true, especially like when I first got on YouTube where I let somebody play with me and I'm like, people are smart. They'll figure it out for themselves. That's not true, okay? Usually I ask questions later, shoot first and ask questions later. So when I come out here and dealing with stuff, I just go straight off and go in because I've already processed it. And for some reason, I feel like people should know, you know, but that's not real. That's not real. I also want you guys to know that, like, I know a lot of content creators, a lot of them from different sectors, talk about different things all over the place. And I talk to them on the back end, okay? I don't feel like merging my sector or myself to them until I'm at a certain position and a point. And that is peace, okay? There's a lot of distractions happening. Denot's content is trending news, celebrity gossip, true crime, and politics, okay? I need y'all to be so excited when I talk about those things opposed to me like talking about the mess. I do my best to try to get out of the mess, and so many people want to pull me in the mess because I'm really good at it. I'm really, really good at it, but I'm even better and more polished in other areas. And so when the mess keeps trying to knock at your door, people build narratives. And again, if you don't address it, it must be true. And I'm like, hey, bitch, I don't have time for this. That's why I'm not addressing it. But, you know, y'all want clout, you want energy, you want attention off of me addressing it, correcting your false narratives. That shit get exhausting, right? And, you know, no matter how many times or I sit here and say, you know what, I'm just going to let this wave pass. It's going to be over and done. It never is over. Somebody's always talking. And, you know, so, you know, this is just like a series of surviving, you know, influencers to put things into perspective. So moving forward, once everybody, all of my supporters are on the same page, it ain't gonna matter about them talking about me. They're not gonna be able to distract me because I'm so solid around here, right? Because they're never gonna stop. But you have to put things into perspective. Like once I speak on it and talk about the source of it, I'm willing to move on, okay? I can't control whether the other person got the message or whether they will stop or not at all. I cannot. Like even yesterday, we exposed a whole bunch of lies about AT2, how he's buying bots, how, you know, he's lying, saying he's been on YouTube for 5 years opposed to the 10 years when he was competing with James Wright Chanel, trying to sing. You know, there's a lot of lies, a lot of harassment towards my supporters and other people. Private investigator is working on him. And most importantly, the most egregious thing he lied about me was, first of all, he's always tried to attach himself to my friend in real life because he knows I care about my friend and he wants me to care about him. So he took his name and called my friend a Puerto Rican AT2, and it's not even the same. I swear to God, like it's disgusting, you know, and it's creepy and it's predatorial. It's such a dark thought because he's harassing me because he wants intimacy from me as well as a personal connection that I've always spoken against. Emailed people like Storm Monroe and all these other people who gave him a platform to push that narrative. And I exposed that in the video yesterday. And that's the history. Anybody want to know whether he makes 20, 50 videos, you guys can go back to that video. Or even if he's deciding trying to figure out who's mad at me as a supporter and decide to platform them to push lies and narratives. We don't have to address or answer Mr. 82 anymore because he's been officially packed up over here in the eyes of my supporters. And again, this is his true rhetoric and his essence on YouTube.
If somebody is completely just lying or just making up things, even to that extent, I still don't feel like you should attack that person. Let them lie. Let them make their money. Let them make their money.
Yeah, so he's not even my type, the furthest thing from it or anything. And he's like really trying to throw his bussy on me. And he will lie about it to the end. He would continue to lie and platform people that lie. So we packed him up yesterday. I'm pretty sure he's gonna like make multiple videos. I'm not watching it. I'm not responding to it. Don't send it to me or anything. I've laid down my fucking foundation. And my foundation is that's a boundary. You cannot support me in a person who devoutly lies on me and tear at my brand and distract me from doing my brand. I don't like this person, don't want to beef. Pretty much like everybody else, he scares me. Like the way he looked, the way he present, how big he is. I told you guys, he's like the big kid in the sandbox that the teachers force people to play with him because nobody likes him. Okay, nobody like as far as I know. Thank you, Libby. So I don't need nobody else telling me what he said because again, I don't call it content. Okay, like I'm the nigga that made it out the hood, and I remember y'all niggas and y'all just doing too much. I see you and I remember you, and then when I go back to the hood, it's the dog piling and shit instead of asking me how to pull yourself up out the hood. So I know a lot. I know the hood sector of YouTube. I stay away from them. I don't engage with them. I isolate my platforms because there's this ping pong game going back and forth to where these creators think that they can steal your supporters or that your supporters not belong to them. I'm here to tell you, no matter who I shout out, what my relationship with them today, or somebody on the internet and say that they love me and you believe that, and then suddenly there's a fallout and you start, wait a minute, I thought y'all loved each other. This is the internet. Okay, my relationship with a content creator right now might not be the same tomorrow. And that's just me being realistic. It does not mean that I'm going to intentionally go out there and burn bridges or do something like a child. Okay, I'm done with that. I've been taking my anger management classes and everything is copacetic. So, you know, I feel like this approach is assertive communication. And mind you, this is not even fully assertive communication because I'm a real hood nigga and I come up here. I've taken acting classes. I've learned how to change my voice to sound softer and more friendly and open. But I'm telling you, you know, there's a big difference between the nigga in the bedroom and the nigga that'll box you and beat your head like a drum versus who I am publicly. And I feel like people should test that. Stay in the light. Don't go to the darkness. That's all I got to say. So with that said, any and all content creators that love me right now might hate me tomorrow. My supporters, my audience love me. I give you freedom and free range to do whatever you want to do. I'm not trying to put nobody that love me in a situation to be around someone that could ultimately hate me and then dissuade them and say some of the most egregious shit to steal your love away. Like, that's crazy at all. And then honestly, we shouldn't even be using this word, I love you, or I love your content and I love what you give up. I love how you present yourself. Okay, I love that. I love that we have a cordial relationship based upon how you present yourself. And that's what I'm going to respect. But I want to be very clear. I don't have no beef, no smoke with no other legitimate CCs because Lady T is not a CC. That's a stalker. Everybody knows it. But I don't have no beef with them at all. And I don't want any. I just want to continue to build myself and hopefully have them to come along this journey with me. That y'all want to not define another trending topic or something that he can just take over and dominate because that's what I do. Then y'all can come into the sector the same way. Enjoy the chat instead of trying to pull me down because you can't find a hot button in order to build a platform for yourself. That is not substantial. And I did, in fact, come to YouTube with like a clubhouse mentality. A part of that clubhouse mentality was, in fact, knowing how content creators operate. And I just want to continue to re-utter this whole notion that another content creator or a moderator or a supporter who's looking to become a content creator have this infatuation with each other. That's all for the internet. And I don't want any of my supporters to hear somebody say how much they love me and then use that to flip it on me the next week or so. The next thing you know, because I have left myself vulnerable and not made this specific statement clear, then I'm dealing with the ping pong and the back and forth. What's for me is for me. What is for you is for you. I am very strict when it comes to my supporters and who I consider a supporter. I mean, there's a lot of viewers and there's a lot of people for the internet. That's what it is. But I don't gatekeep my supporters to the extent to where I try to convince them to believe or think anything about another content creator. And because that's how I operate, that also applies to me. Anybody that support me is not supporting somebody else whose sole modus operandi is to convince people not to support me financially, spiritually, not to view me, or paint some type of false light defamation against me, all because of their tedious issue, something as simple as wanting and desiring access to me. And so you guys know that I've been out in the streets networking with the hood, you know, quite a bit. Shout out to Kai, shout out to Kimmie Love, shout out to OKP. OKP, you know, people try to downplay him, and I don't know his beef or his issues or what he did to other people. All I know is my correlation with him that existed before I knew any of these other people that I just named. Okay. Shout out to him. He actually, just looking at him, taught me the importance of community building because he has the same consistent followers. He's not out here chasing the algorithm, which is a game that I do, other people do, you know, whatever. He's consistently himself. He consistently make his goddamn money, regardless of how many little clicks and views he got. And so when I went to Twitch, I was always scared. I was like, damn, this is not a growth. What am I going to do? And I looked at King Payne. I was like, oh, this nigga got his community on lock. I need to, you know, get a little bit of that little sauce. So we all borrow things from each other. I don't like people that borrow and steal jokes. I don't like people that steal jokes or people that try to play the victim or people that try to erase history. Like everybody don't know that I was the king outside the Diddy trial, you know, and they think get rid of the platforms or whatever. Anyways, in a nutshell, shout out to all the people that's out there working hard. And I hope that they don't take this moment as an opportunity to say, I got Denat's audience attention and his supporters. Now let them believe something bad and egregious about him. And this is why I don't like to share my space with nobody. Okay. I usually don't have a platform where I drop a link and let people come up and say what they need to say, but I am going to drop the link in about 15 minutes. So anybody that's in a position want to hit the link, you can in about 15 minutes. And before we get into the content and the title, let me give a special shout out to the people in the building. Okay. Shout out. Oh, give me 1 second. Let me start with Twitch. Yes, indeed. Shout out to y'all for being over here. I know it's kind of early and this is the show for today. So definitely drop the dollars. Okay. Drop them right now. Make it Wayne later. Replay game. My Cash App, $Denat007. Super sticker. Okay. Super chats. All that other stuff is good to support the channel. What's up, Aunt Deb? I love you too. Shout out to Big Mama, Aunt Deb, and Libby in the building. I'm going to remind you, moderators, this again in the next video, but not this one, simply because it relates to the pinned link. Anytime you moderators don't see me like pin a link up top, that y'all got free range to pin whatever comment, whatever link that you want to pin for 20 minutes or the duration of the live stream, and just be cordial and respectful about that. So I'm going to remind you of that the next time that I don't pin a link, but it does not apply to this video. So that's features. Also, you guys, I'm pretty happy. I'm looking forward to building. And so a part of building is me getting back productive in the behind the scenes. Okay. We're going to add new sound effects, new emojis, new all of this other stuff, coinciding with where I'm at, a part of the brand, and most importantly, the GOATs. Shout out to the GOATs in the building. We are definitely the GOATs. And shout out to shout out to Goodetopia. Goodetopia is somebody who's brilliant. Okay, she's like me, a country bumpkin that sounds like mother. Like y'all know, I can sound like I didn't get out of third grade until I've been and said some slick ass, smart ass, intellectual shit. Right. So you know, I get us. We are fucking real. Let's be clear, okay? Me and Gooditopia, we come from families with nieces and nephews named Oons and Pop Pop and Una and all the apostrophes and shit that's still down there, okay? I come from one of them, well, that was in the 90s, but you know, they still around, so they still relevant. So the apostrophes, the Gerber, Epstein Island type of nicknames for the babies, Oon and Pop Pot and Fat Man and all that shit. Yeah, so Goody is like my twin. While somebody else is trying to steal my personality and do this weird ass shit, Goody's actually my twin. And we twinning it because we ain't copying each other. I remember when I was up one time, how many times was I up and they tried to knock me down? Poor me. Anyways, I used to start out this show on the weekend and she had the Goody sector news and she'll give a rundown of everything that was happening in the sector, and it would be so funny. And I would use that to kickstart the sector news portion of the show. And then I'll go in on the ops, and then I get to Jag, why I can't get right, and then I get to the trending topics. It always end with politics. I've always had the same formula, just different variations, but most importantly, just a well-rounded show. So when I tell you, what's up? So when I tell you, I talk about true crime, celebrity gossip, politics, these people that do the most to try to get my attention and response from me, they know that. It becomes a distraction because they feel like that they cannot have as much success as me doing those things. Let me go ahead and tear him down to distract him from doing those things that I'm afraid that he will take over and dominate in. But let me make it to where I could fuck with him, his audience, the perception about him, get clicks and views, forcefully create like a storyline with him. And, you know, that's the way a lot of people give up content. And I see it for what it is. I don't respect it. And that's just my personal opinion and choice. So if I'm dealing with a content creator like that, I'm always going to remind my supporters, hey, I don't know who is who, but shout out to Gooditopia. She's real. She always says she's going to end up dragging me, but she loves me too much. She's not going to drag her. Like, I can't even drag her if I wanted to. It's this type of, and so she tell the people she going to drag me, but she don't do that. And when she do it, it comes across like harsh and abrasive, but I know her well enough to where I'm just like, fuck it. I laugh at myself. So because I can laugh at myself with her, I know she's honest about any and everything else. So, you know, she did a video dragging Mr. 82. And, you know, I popped up and I was like, you know, this is the sector news. She know exactly what's going on. I ain't even got to tell it. The feds be watching. You understand? The feds be watching. And, you know, them feds went and told her everything that Lady T was doing. And so I was like, any page that I pop up on, either she's there checking the temperature and waiting to click the link to try to get a proximity, or she's going to double back to try to create a narrative to keep it back and forth. It's like, it's so weird. Okay. And I get it. You do content and stuff. People, y'all have seen this happen many a times. It's just this case is very weird because she has Erotomania disorder. We're going to get to that. But anyways, I was on Gooditopia platform and Goody was like, oh, nigga, you know, Kai and Kimmie, them was a warm up, but I'm the boss around here. You know? And I was like, what, Goody? And then I'm scared. I'm like, girl, keep on. Just please don't go off on me. I don't want to have to argue with you on your own platform. See, and she ain't going to let me talk because she know I pack her up. But see, I ain't got the heart to do that. And she going to say she know I pack him up. But, you know, but anyways. So I was over there and she was popping it. And then Goody, all of a sudden, she removed me out of the studio. And I was like, what the heck is going on? And mind you, I know her. I was like, I'm not going to take offense. I'm like, why did she just move me out of the studio? Because she didn't want me, instead of just dropping me down, she moved me out of the studio because Lady T clicked her link. And Lady T clicked her link to come up there and argue with me. So Goody moved me out of the studio and told her, you ain't finna come up here and argue with him. Why is you harassing him or just going in and packing her up? T Nasty went up there, did what she do to everybody. Oh, hi, and I'm just an angel, and all this fake ass shit, you know, that she do to, you know, manipulate people. And I can't believe other women are falling for that, especially not Kimmie Lowe. So she tried that shit with Gooditopia, and Goody wasn't having it. She got so mad, it's like her voice changed, bitch. I thought it was the episode of The Conjuring. She went, I was like, what the fuck? It was like that demon lady, what is it, Lady Boo Hag, the one she had as a cover picture? the witch demon that ride the men in they sleep because she can't get her none in real life. Ain't that's the picture that Lady Boo Hag or Boo Bag? Y'all know the voodoo ritual? Yeah, I was over there when she had it in her profile picture. Let me go ahead and show y'all, and I showed y'all earlier. Yeah, this right here was her profile picture, Lady Boo Bag. Give me 1 second. Yeah, oh yeah, that's the tattoo.
Erotomania is scary.
Erotomania is very scary, and we're gonna let the white folks tell you what it means too. But this is the picture she had on her profile. This is Lady Boo Bag, a voodoo witch, whoever. Just at nighttime, she take off all her clothes. Can't rush, just be rushing to take off all her clothes to where she pull off her skin too, and she just telepathically go into some man's bedroom and ride him all night and suck the soul out of him. And I'm like, girl. See, it ain't no space for you to ride me all night. It be about like it be done and gone by the time I go to sleep. Probably wake up in the middle of the night, but see, ain't no spirit here. Be actual people here, you know. So she put this as her profile picture, saying that she was a witch and gonna curse me. And the first curse that she put on me was my name on her motherfucking neck right here. Oh, not that one, not that one. Where's that picture with your name on my neck? With my name on your neck, okay? Right here. So she done went for putting my name on her neck, and if you look at it, I asked her, I was like, when did you get this tattoo done? She said she got it done 2 weeks ago. I'm like, okay, well, you know, the ink then, you know, peeled off and it's all healed, but I can't help but notice that that's just still swollen. Fuck around and find out she had a thyroid, allegedly, and put my name on top of a thyroid. So in case she died of a thyroid or needed something, it was right there to remind her of the knot. So she is extremely crazy. Take parasocial relationships all the way to the goddamn max. And so people want to platform her specifically, you know, Judge Shady Court with a messy ass. I don't know if she was underneath that tree with that bottle of Iris Rose. Oh, order. Yeah, do not, you need to hear the thing. Girl, let me tell you something. Stop promoting motherfuckers that I don't give a fuck about to me, using my name for clickbait. They do anything for clout. It's too early. It wasn't even number 5:30 this morning. You had my name in your mouth in the title Shady Court. To do what? You working for Tree? You working for the right group? So I don't have time or energy to go over there and do this and this. I know y'all act like y'all the kings and the queens and all this shit, and y'all the sector correctors and the polices and shit, but don't none of y'all go on vacation. Don't none of y'all talk about the good that's going on in your life. You can't been and went on a vacation. You can't. It's like, what the heck? And, order. Yeah, you need to go over there. So Kira, I was finna cuss Judge Shady out. I was like, oh, bitch, you know, I ain't got time for this shit. I got a whole docket to get to and other things to focus on. You trying to suck an hour of my time out of me. Okay. And then they do it every day. And then again, if I don't respond to it, it must be true. So these people really want to suck so much of my time and my energy and my focus. And it's totally unfair. It's totally unfair for my audience to feel like because I don't go back and forth with content creators that I'm boring or I'm lame or what they say it must be true. So, you know, we're going to program our audience to understand that these people are never going to stop. It's not going to affect me or you, but the fact that you claim to support me and you're letting that distract you and making me feel like I have to address that is problematic. And I got to get people out of my community that do that. This is why we had to block Corinne. I didn't have the time to explain it to her, and I think that was wrong. But she owed me a public apology if she want to come back over here. So do Tanika as well. You played with me. Public apology or don't come back over here. And most time, and I continue to tell you, apology is for you. An apology is for you, not to make the same mistake again. And you need to do it publicly. But see, I don't need the apology. If you want to be a part of my community and be gifted to come around in my chat and have some say-so, some influence and my attention, then you're going to have to issue a public apology. If not, that's fine with me. And you need to understand that that's why I stand at. I promise you I won't miss you. Go ask Melanie Jones when she turned up on me. It took her 3 years to have a conversation with me. I don't play that, okay? I cut whole. I'm the type of nigga that'll cut root systems off in order to keep on growing. Motherfucker, fuck a leaf that come and go like a season. Oh, I love you, a branch on YouTube. What are we talking about here? You know? So I don't play them games. And so when Lady T came over to Gooditopia platform and lost in an argument because Goody gets it. She know I don't have time for these people. She know that I'm on the Mount Rushmore and they keep knocking me down. The bigger ones, the ones that are not talking and y'all know they got problems with me, they are the biggest haters of mine. They're the biggest haters of mine. They the ones that move the most. Them out here talking and doing the most, they're just the pawns. And so Goody knows that. And when Lady T went up there and lost the argument, literally lost it, got packed up, chewed up, guess what Lady T do? And this is a trigger warning, right? Lady T decides to turn on her camera. And when she turned it on, I put it on everything. Her phone was right between her legs with no clothes on. All I seen was like a witch, Lady Boo Hag. Something, it was just dang. It's like it had nothing. Like Gary the squirrel, Gary the goddamn snail off of SpongeBob. I'm like, ladies, if that's what happened to y'all snatch when y'all get hysterectomy, so what? It was just, to me, it just looked like a burn victim with a gash on top of the burn. To me, it just looked like a flat tire. And then she went on up with the phone, showing up, and then her boobs, I swear to God, it looked like she was about 60. And I'm like, not you sending pictures around, got me looking at pictures, the same pictures that you said was floating in prison 15 years ago when you was in prison. That's the picture, huh? With the chip nail. That's the picture. For 15, 20-year-old pictures that you out here showing, you catfishing people. You catfishing, and when you went live, it looked like fucking hamburger meat that was left out in the sun. And then, you go break it open and see a little pink right there, like a little pink dot. That's how much she showed. All because that lady said she was crazy. She couldn't change her mind. All because Goody had her own opinion and she couldn't pay her to run no narrative on her platform. She could manipulate her. She couldn't gas her up. She did the most disgusting thing, bitch. That was equivalent to a motherfucker. Y'all seen the viral videos of the woman that went to Walmart and pulled down her pants and just pissed on them people's floor? A nasty ass nigga that'll do some shit like that and mark their territory. That's how crazy she is. She felt like Goody was taken up for me. It was time to let her know where her territory belonged and what was going on. And so she marked Goody's platform by showing her snatch. By showing her snatch. Her coaching. I kid you not. And it was not even anything to be bragging about. It was so disgusting. Like, the way it walked, like, shit. It's a wonder why you chasing somebody that don't want you. You can't get nobody in real life. You got, it looked like, it had a goddamn, what is it? Had a BBL or something where no. She can't get nobody in real life with that. It has no walls, no definition, no tone, ain't no spray, ain't nothing. It just looked like the whole United States Army ran through there. It feel like the fucking Indian tribes and them niggas from Center was just dancing in that shit. Dead ass. So when I seen that, I was totally disgusted. I can't eat no beef for a long time. I'm finna go vegan and vegetarian. I can't. And it looked like it was crazy. It was disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And and now they say Trees, supposed to do a video about it. And and I went over and Judge Shady Court, she sent the bird call for me to go over there. Okay, so you gonna get it out of love, and maybe in this video. But she sent the bird call for me to go over there. I ain't finna listen to all of that shit. You can't get no, and then you can't speed it up. Niggas not finna. No, you can't speed it up. No, I'm good. I'm skipping through it. Now y'all worried about Lady T talking about putting a bullet in me. So says Trees. Oh, I don't deal with no nuts, but I don't know why she threatened his life. That's how disgusting and egregious she is. With a fake voice and like she's all nice and polite. It didn't work on Goody. It worked on you. And see, it would work on somebody like Trees. So Goody, you know, I respectfully, when Goody was finna go in on Trees, I was like, let me move because I want to show maturity because, see, I'm not trying to go back and forth with anybody. I'm not even trying to say some shit to pack them up to make them feel like that they can get a response off of me because I'm moving around, you know? But with Trees, it's just like, oh, I don't like him. And why you don't like me? You don't like me because the whole internet was against you when Sean David Wade and Red Label them had your daughter talking about your personal business that I'm not going to explore. Well, I'm going to tell you why, because I'll be repeating something about you that's painful and you would feel like you have to correct it or you would feel like you have to say something about me equally to hurt me. So I'm not even going to explore that. And that's where you have a problem with me because, see, I've always had that type of integrity. Because when your daughter was packing you up on these big ass platforms doing thousands and thousands of views, you came to my platform trying to respond to your daughter. And I told you, no, I ain't got shit to do with that. And my platform was not the place to do that. You didn't understand that that was me having integrity and moralities. And because at the time you felt like I was the only safe space because, yeah, I had inquired about collaborating and doing all this because you was funny until I figured out what type of character you are. You was funny to me. And some things you say is funny. Okay? Like, I don't think anybody's going to take that away from you. But you decided to hate me because I didn't give you a space to hate on your own daughter who was claiming to be a victim so that you can use my platform to re-victimize her. And I'm not going to repeat what she said. That's not for me to do. Because I would hate for you to get up here and lie and repeat lies that you heard about me. So you don't have a problem with me. You just don't, you want to stand on them lies and you still hurt that I didn't give you a platform to hate on and shit on your own daughter. And if you was a real woman, you would thank me for that. But say that's what happens with narcissists. So I expect somebody like Trees to give Tiffany Davis, Lady Boo Hag, aka, you know, a platform and a space to hate on me. Simply because that's how she make her money. I ain't gonna hate on it. Maybe you can then upgrade from Popeye's boxes of motherfucking chicken. They get you something that's good for your snatch too.
You have to eat your coochie care, and it tastes so good. I know that sounds crazy, but no, literally, you have to eat the foods that will increase the health of your cooch. So let's get into these ingredients. The beetroot improves the blood flow and gives you iron. The limes cleanse the liver and balances the hormones. Celery reduces inflammation and supports the hydration. Apples, they help flush toxins and support the gut health. The pineapple softens the uterus and reduces inflammation. Chia seeds balance the hormones and supports natural lubrication. The okra is amazing for womb moisture, gut healing, and cervical mucus health. The manuka honey kills harmful bacteria and supports the vaginal pH balance and immunity. And I add my womb detox at the end. If you want the full recipe for this, the womb detox, other healing products, organic skincare products, potions, all the magic, comment the word alchemy and I will send you over a copy of my The Alchemist Recipe Vault. Thank you.
So Trees, you know, don't do it just for the chicken. Do it for something that's lasting. So you ain't got to worry about looking like her, Gary, the snail off a SpongeBob. Me, flat tires and all. Trees, you eat too much chicken. Too much, even your skin rejecting the grease and shit. So why don't you go ahead, and this is me just joking, lightweight packing, because they say she eat chicken and bad food, and then we talking about Lady T Gooch and flooping it around. So this is what you call non-malicious banter. This is not talking about what her daughter said, and I know everything that girl said. This ain't talking about what somebody else done said, none of that. Pulling up pictures where you look like fucking Martin when he got beat up on that episode. What a none, girl. You and I should be able to get along. And you maneuver and do your thing. I shouldn't even be on the tip top of your tongue. But see, when you a bottom feeding ass bitch, and you ain't got nowhere else to go but to the basement. I get it. Okay, just make sure she give you enough money to get your snatch right. Okay, and if you feel like you know what, then I know you right, and I ain't finna do that. I probably actually help you start a little GoFundMe, get you a little money so you can buy a juicer, some carrots, some beets. All of that shit, some biotone, all of that shit that you need. Okay, I know it feels like I'm not helping, and it feels like giving you a juicer and shit. It's just you gonna look at how you gonna sell it. You just I worry about your health, and your health is your wealth, girl. And that's where we're stuck at. So don't do it just for the box of chicken, baby. Do it for something that's gonna make you healthy and make you bright. I mean, it's denied. The biggest motherfucking bright star on this bitch telling you what's good. Okay, so it seems like I have a guest. 1 second. Hey, what's up, Karma?
Whatever than not, I'm stuck on Gooch.
You stuck on Gooch? It makes sense, right?
You call this shit a Gooch? Okay.
It was just like you should have seen it. It was just like it's just like you know how when you walk, you got a fat ass that just bounce and jiggle. It feel like the snatch. It looked like a soft shell turtle just dead, just hanging up. You know, like
one of them sloppy dog mouths.
Yeah, I don't, and y'all know I'm not trying to play up underneath a woman's clothes or nothing. But that picture that she had with the broken fingernail that she bragged was going through prison. She was in prison about 20 years ago, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. So the snatch the box ain't matching. The box is not matching no more. Karma, I know you have been victimized. And so is she paints. Is that you?
Yes, it's me.
Okay, thank you so much for being here. But first, Karma.
I've been hearing about this lady forever.
Yes, who you been hearing about? She paints.
She paints. Well, yes,
go
on,
get the door.
About her.
Ask her any questions, so she's here to clarify it.
I don't know. I mean, I just know that her and T got a major beef, and I think
No,
Lady T is grifting. This lady don't even create no content, nothing.
She's been arguing by herself for a whole year.
Oh no, I know I can believe that. That's easy to believe.
I don't know. I know.
So why won't she leave you alone? That's why I said it's like, oh, if you did give her some, man.
I don't know. At this point in time, I think I just need to cut my penis off so I can just live and be free.
I think you should mail it to her. I think she'd be satisfied with that.
I just don't want nobody to be attracted to me at all at this point in time. This lady have Erotomania.
No, honestly, since she stepped on the scene, that's what I said. She was in the background watching and listening and just waiting for her pop out time.
Right.
Because when she popped out, she just sunk her feet too hard into the ground. And it's like, you here. It's like, go away.
Like, does she not understand what go away means?
No, she don't.
Oh my goodness.
She's the only person on my block list.
And that's the thing that gets on my nerves tonight. It's because I have been ignoring her. You know that.
Right.
Oh, you can't.
For a year. She just be going out by herself, child. I've been ignoring her. Y'all can go to my channel and see I don't be studying this goofy bitch.
Right.
She said y'all always doing something to her.
But she always has my name in her mouth, though. That's the thing. That's why
the public perception. She said you was getting a private investigator or something. That's what the last thing I heard.
You said what now?
The last thing I heard was you was getting a private investigator to find her.
I do have one. That's public knowledge. I absolutely do have one.
Exactly. And we have, like she has them. I'm going along with her. I'm like, girl, what you got going on today?
But my thing is,
I get messages.
I've been harassed for a year. That's why.
This
for a year. I've had it's a lot of stuff that's going on behind the scenes. And that's why I don't talk about it too much. But I've been harassed for a freaking year. She keeps my name in her mouth. She takes my pictures, puts them on her Instagram. That's just silly shit. But yes, I absolutely did hire one. Yes, that's 100% the truth.
Well, now I told you where she need to go, but you know the politically correct way, she need to be locked up in a psych ward somewhere. I'm talking about in a
Yes, she
straight
do, but
jacket, everything.
sometimes people need real life consequences, and they got some
And
real life hurt.
pause. I just, I am a big advocate of mental health, and I just want to bring it back. And I know you guys heard it a little bit, but I think it's very important to point this out during this video as well about Tiffany Davis, the Supreme Court in Ohio. Like, in her, she claims that this is not her, but they have the same exact date of birth, and she
You know
says
how
that
they
this is
play
a
with that.
right. So Tiffany Davis, she went to jail for violence. Did she tell you she went to jail for violence? And then while she was in jail, she was stalking a person, a woman, because she was a lesbian for quite some time. And that lady moved on with her life, went to the military and stuff. And Tiffany, even from in prison, harassed her family, stalked her, tracked her, wrote letters to the dog, everything, just to have some type of connection. And then, and just to put it into perception with this particular court document that talks about this lady having a permanent 5-year restraining order, and she continued to contact her trying to enforce a relationship. It says the record reflects that appellate, who is Tiffany Davis, has continued attempting to communicate with AH from prison during the pendency of this instant case, going so as far as write letters substantially intended for AH, but harassing the dog in the misguided hope that this would preclude criminal culpability. The record likewise reflects that appellate continues conveying to her legal counsel, to probation department personnel, and to the trial court her intent of marrying AH upon release from prison. Appellate stated, "I would like for AH and I to get married once all this legal stuff is taken care of." Then on January the 7th, 2022, in response to appellate sending multiple communications in November and December to the families, it violated it. They arrested her. They put her on when they arrested her, they gave her a bond and put her on GPS monitoring, and bond conditions were set banning her from communicating. She continued to communicate and continued to act like she wanted to be in a relationship. And then pretty much the next day, on February the 8th, entered a not guilty plea by reasonable insanity. And this is where what her behavior and what she's doing right now to me come into place. In response, the trial court ordered that a mental health evaluation of appellate be conducted by the Court Diagnosis and Treatment Center. In addition, appellate's attorney mentioned in the trial court for the second independent, they did another mental health evaluation of her. The trial court granted the motion, and the second evaluation was ordered to be conducted by Central Behavior Healthcare. Both evaluations diagnosed appellate with erotomania, the belief that someone is in love with you despite all evidence of the contrary. Notably, both evaluations simultaneously determined appellate to be legally competent, and both noted appellate, a former nurse, and to be an intellectual. And pretty much they said that she suffers from this disorder, erotomania, and this is what erotomania is.
And only if you follow
one
this
second.
situation, this saga with her, you will understand that
Are
that sounds
erotomanic
exactly
delusions
like her.
dangerous? Have you ever heard of someone believing that a celebrity or a stranger is madly in love with them? This is a real phenomenon called erotomanic delusions. So, are these delusions dangerous? Let's break it down. Erotomanic delusions occur when a person is convinced that someone, often of higher social status, is in love with them. This belief persists even when there is clear evidence to the contrary. The individual may feel a strong emotional connection to this person, despite never having had a real relationship with them. Now, why is this a concern? The behaviors that can arise from these delusions can be quite troubling. People with erotomanic delusions often try to contact or communicate with the person they believe loves them. This can lead to actions like stalking or harassment. Such behaviors can create distress not only for the person experiencing the delusion but also for the individual they are fixated on. The situation can escalate. In some cases, if the person with the delusion feels rejected or threatened, they might act aggressively. This risk increases if the individual also has other mental health conditions, such as schizophrenia or bipolar disorder. There are two types of erotomanic delusions, primary and secondary. Primary erotomania occurs on its own as a delusional disorder. It often appears suddenly and can be chronic, making it resistant to treatment. This increases the risk of harmful behaviors. On the other hand, secondary erotomania happens as part of another mental illness. This type may respond better to treatment, which can help reduce the associated dangers. From a medical standpoint, addressing erotomanic delusions is important. Early diagnosis and treatment are key. Treatments often include antipsychotic medications and psychotherapy. These approaches can help manage symptoms and lower the risk.
Yeah, and we know that there was pictures of her she was on live stream and had a drawer with about 100 different pill bottles in it. She paints, drop down. I'm sorry, I'm bringing you back up. Green chili oil. Hi, green chili oil.
Oh yeah, I got that whole line.
Wait, hold on. Green chai, you are Tiffany's mother, correct?
Correct.
Okay, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Are you willing to have a conversation?
I'm here.
Okay, so what is wrong with your daughter? Let's start
First,
there.
Let's start here.
Uh-huh.
The reason I'm here and the only reason I've come on you.
Hello, green chili oil, green chai.
Tag me in. I don't want to interrupt.
I'm sorry. Well, no. I had you guys drop. Let me remove her and bring her back up. She's here, but she's not saying anything. We definitely would like to know why you was on a platform condoning your daughter's behavior and why you not doing anything about your daughter's ongoing behavior and psychological harassment and sexual advantages and delusional behavior towards people online. Like, are you crazy too?
Yeah, the apple's still dangling from the tree.
Yeah, it totally feels like that. Hi, I'm yes. So go ahead. One second.
So,
1 second. Green chai.
Yeah.
Green chai. You was cut off. I don't know what happened, but we have to have a respectful communication. Okay.
I'm getting phone calls and it's knocking my camera out. I said that.
Uh-huh.
So now I'm back, and the only reason I've come to YouTube to these type channels is because who is it? Z Banger, somebody? I've never seen any of you guys a day in my life.
Mm-hmm.
But they were using my grandson as a means to,
right.
cause some
one second, green chai. 1 second, green chai. 1 second. Don't run down on me. I understand your position. And I just want to make it be very clear that your grandsons are adults, right? These are not minors, yes or no?
They are 18, and I will take the
18
life
and 21.
of anyone messing with my grandsons that have.
We don't care. We don't believe you. Oh my God! Look how crazy she is.
Their mother messed
She got it from her mom.
Wow!
Take Tiff life. Tiff messed with them all the time.
Oh my gosh! Look how
she just as crazy as her damn mama. And both of y'all need y'all ass whooped.
Yeah, y'all do. Take you by that little ass.
Just like her. She got it honestly.
Oh my God.
That's why she's a crazy bitch.
She going off on
mute. She going off on mute. That's why she shouldn't be on here. Tiff, come get your mama. And now she up here looking silly.
And that's to find out why you felt it necessary to talk about
why is your daughter harassing people?
What you going to do?
Oh, listen, lady, you got grown
That's
men.
why she's crazy, just like you.
Those are some grown men. First of all, did you not know that your grandsons, since we're here, I'm finna tell you, did you not know? Matter of fact, here's the thing, and I want you to talk like an adult and stop yelling at me, please. Let's be respectful to each other, especially in this moment. Okay, I heard you out. Okay, can you give me some respect? Stop. I'm finna drop y'all. Don't judge.
I know somebody should, because they ain't gonna do nothing but talk on this phone.
Okay.
Well, we see where she get it from. It makes sense. We see what she.
No, I'm gonna drop you. No. 1 second. Stop.
But I'm the real deal.
Stop. I want to talk to you. Okay, I want to talk to you. Let me talk to you, okay? First of all, we don't believe you. Let's be clear with that. Second of all,
you don't believe what?
I don't believe now you said you selling wolf tickets.
Oh, okay.
Listen,
I got
you
a
funny.
list
You
for
funny. You funny.
I got a list for you though. But go ahead. I'm not here to prove
Okay,
nothing.
gotcha.
To you as far as
Okay.
that's concerned. You got a
All
big
right, baby
option.
gangster.
Yeah.
So did you know that your grandson, both of your grandsons, they called me crying, talking about
They called you?
yeah, because like through her phone, because he was the youngest one, the one that's 18, 19, he was finna bust her in the head. He was finna bust her in the head. He said he tired of her. She's crazy. The one that was in the picture looking at her, shaking his head when she took the picture in the court. Him. He was finna bust her head open. Why does your grandsons hate your daughter that much? The way they finna bust her head open.
Okay. Let me explain this, because you made a comment when you were playing my video on Z Banger.
That's
and
his video though. That's not your video.
Oh, yeah, his video, right. And you took some of it and played it, right. The point of the matter is, you think I condone situations or condone her actions. You cannot be further from the truth.
So what are you telling your daughter about me? What are you telling her to leave me alone?
I've been saying that's crazy as fuck.
Wait, so you told her it was crazy what she was doing to me?
She's 43. That's what you're forgetting. I can't raise a 43-year-old. Once you make the decision that what I say don't matter and you're 18, 19 out of my house, I don't have any pressure to put on you besides to say that's not cool.
That's real. Because we can't force you to stop loving your daughter. That's real.
Why do you have this tattoo on your throat? This is not cool. Don't do that. That's all I can say. But when I'm not listened to or not respected, or they prefer to get their love and opinions and everything from people on YouTube, there's not much you can do about the actions of a 43-year-old, not 23, 43. So for you to make that comment, in response to why I said I went to Zing Banger's channel, which was to address my then minor grandchild. Yes, that's what I came to talk about. Not what Tiffany do, not what pictures she's sending. Because to be honest with you, all that I heard you saying today, of course I don't know nothing about that shit. And even if I did know about it, it's not going to change her not to do.
Right.
So I understand everything she's talking about. The only thing I'm here today to ask is for you to tell me word for word what you said. I don't know if you were supposed to have said it to Tiffany, which was you were going to rate them.
No, hold on. Give me 1 second. No. Please don't. First of all, that's against the policy, so we don't want to say that it's grape. Second of all, I don't recall anything of that context. What I do recall is, how long have you been watching my platform, first of all?
I ain't been watching it. My daughter, I saw her. This is what I saw. Because I don't watch her platform. I don't watch.
What's your platform so we can watch you?
But do you know what she say about other people's
Karma,
children?
1 second. Yes. Matter of fact, go ahead, Karma.
I'm just saying the stuff that she said about people's children, that's actually minor.
The point
I have
is,
children under the age of 11 years old, and she say despicable shit. You fat finger fuck.
I'm not calling to talk to
You're doing
you.
the trash.
I'm calling to
Okay, 1 second.
Donna,
okay, don't leave, y'all. I drop y'all, but don't leave. Just trust me on this. Stay in the back studio. So here's the thing. Your daughter does some of the most egregious things possible, right? And if you've been watching me, I have a certain particular style of joking and entertaining people. I think I said something to the regards of the time when your grandsons called me crying because they wanted to unalive her.
I didn't hear.
And I said that they needed a daddy, and they grown and they can do whatever they want to do. And because they're grown and they can do whatever they want to do. And listen to me very carefully. Your daughter is obsessed with me. Your daughter wants to have crazy, raunchy ex with me. I have no interest in your daughter. I have no interest in your grandchildren. But what I'm not going to do is sit around and be victimized and not make fun of the situations. So I conflated her need and desire to have an actual relationship with me to the likeness of her sons crying on the phone because ain't no father figures in their lives. I don't care about you, your daughter, nor your grandchildren. If I said something to offend you and your grown adult grandchildren, they can step to me like men, how they did before when they cried and were finna bust her head open, or you can get up off of here playing with people. Now I'm finna bring my people up here, and these women gonna talk to you and deal with you.
They're gonna get dealt with because all they can do is talk. Do you understand that? Do you understand this is conversation?
Wait.
Number two. Number one.
You're too old to be that mad.
Calm
down. Calm down for you,
with no face.
Blood
Number
vessel.
one with no face.
Blood vessel.
A profile picture.
Your daughter's a
Shut
stalker.
the fuck up. Number two.
Shut the fuck
I don't
up,
have
you
you
old
make
tramp.
me, bitch. You
Shut
can't,
the fuck
bitch.
up.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Pause.
Sorry.
No. We're not. 1 second. Pause.
Me.
We're not doing threats. And on top of that, there's too much profanity going on. Which is disrespectful to my platform and everything. Please control and moderate the language. I'm not aiding and abating no criminal threats. Green child, you ain't gonna bust a grape. As many bodies as your daughter done talked about you just like her with that small ponytail. Why is you up here threatening the platform? You cannot come on people's platform threatening them and their guests. Why do you act like this? Now we want to subscribe to you instead of your daughter. Because you crazier than her.
Grandsons, bitch.
Child, listen to me.
Relax.
Lady, you look like a fucking muppet.
Go take your mask, bitch. You just as crazy as your daughter.
Look how crazy she is.
Look,
that's why I said I'm not gonna listen to this crazy bitch because she's not gonna make it. You can tell she just as dumb as her daughter. Look at her, she look crazy as hell.
But I already said it. Like,
a psych patient that had a psych patient. But you ain't talking about nothing. Sit your crazy old ass down somewhere, bitch. You just as crazy as your daughter, and in real life, you will get the brakes beat off you, bitch.
No threats. Like,
I'm sorry, but it's true. Girl, fuck you, bye. I'm gonna drop down. You just as crazy as your daughter, and your daughter been stalking me for a year, and she got some real life consequences coming, and that's what it is, bitch. And you ugly too. You look like a red fucking monkey. You ugly. You ugly.
Allegedly, no bullying.
I'm finna go, bye.
She gave us the finger.
All right. Well, see, this is immature, ma'am. I thought you was a grown woman, and you acting younger than your daughter, and she 43 but 3 in the head. Lady, what is going on? What?
She about to tear the house up.
A whole faggot,
bitch. See, come get your mommy. She tripping. She up here embarrassing y'all. It's like the whole.
Oh my gosh!
I see why the other daughter stay in Florida.
Somebody tag Kai, Jack. Somebody tag 80. Like, this is. What is this? Like, lady, I really want to have a conversation with you. Did you take your medicine today? Did you take your medicine today?
What I heard you say was my grandson's. What I heard you say.
Girl, we don't care about them grown grandchildren that you got. They grown. Don't you know your grandson, the one that's 19, he got a grinder profile. Okay, your grandson is gay. Your grandson is gay, ma'am. You just called me the F word, and that's what you. So you hate your own grandchild because you called me the F word. Your grandchild is on Grindr. You want me to tell you why your grandchild moved out? Want me to tell you why? Your grandchild would sleep with the men that Tiffany would have coming over there before he was 18. That's what he told me one time. And that was around the time why he wanted to bust her in the head. He hate her. They don't live there anymore. How do I know? Because they told me. Yo, the one that's 22 years old, he's with a chick that's just as crazy. No, she's sane and she's getting him away from you and Tiffany because y'all crazy. And then the other grandchild, he's trying to be as gay and happy as ever. He on Grinder. You know, they be 16 and up on Grinder, which is illegal. But your grandchild, trust me, he got probably more bodies than you, and he's a grown man. He can do that. Why are you being homophobic? Like, I don't care about him or you at all. And if you mad because your grandson is in the community and he likes me because he watches me because of his mama got my name tattooed on his neck and everything. Your grandchildren, every time they looked at their mama, they had to think of me. So Green Shy, are you there?
She got to go get her fix.
So are you ready to talk like an adult?
My what, bitch? I had to go get my what, bitch?
you went to go get your fix. That's what you went to go do.
Playing
You heard me.
dot.
Well, if you loosen up that ponytail,
my
you
dot.
probably be
I
less
don't. If
stressed
I'm
out.
on here and I'm going
That
off,
ponytail
that
tight.
means you just stepped on my toe too motherfucking hard. I see you.
Or that ponytail is too tight and it's stressing you out. It's already ripping out your edges.
Oh my God. Okay, I think I've had enough of this. This is embarrassing. I have never seen somebody's mom come and act like a little child on the internet. Lady.
Oh, she got up in the camera.
Lady.
She my grandma age. Only ass that stank is you and your daughters. You and your daughters booty stank.
Lady.
She got the same funky smell as you.
See, this is better than the Oscars almost. Shout out to Michael B.
Tiny
Jordan.
tail. That's what I'm going to call you. Tiny tail.
Oh my God! Like y'all, what should I just drop her because it don't?
No, let her thin lips keep flapping. She making your case look so beautiful. Look at what you're dealing with. You getting stalked and harassed by the mother and the daughter.
How's my grandson?
Sir, we don't care about your
grandson.
Ma'am, you mad because you know your grandsons like me and I'm the father in their life that they never had. Don't you not stop them from busting their mom in the head?
You need to protect them from their mama.
Why did it get so bad to where they felt like they was gonna bust her in the head and had to move out?
Talk about that.
Well, that's what.
Are you taking care of them? Are you helping your grandchildren since you up here on the internet wasting people's time?
Of course I do.
So what are you doing to help them? What are you doing to help them?
They get good advice. They get good
From
advice.
who?
I talk to
your
them
daughter ain't following your advice. That's why your daughter ain't following your advice and never followed it.
They get, oh baby, I don't get mad. But when I do,
yes, you do.
It's talking about my kids or my grandkids. Nothing else pisses me off.
We don't care. Them some grown people. They're grown.
43, I stopped getting mad. Because what
can't you see your old voice won't even let you yell?
But when I'm talking about little boys,
nobody give a fuck about
ma'am, please stop gaslighting.
Right,
first of all, don't nobody
like...
care about you, your grandchildren, or your daughters.
Or your attitude.
The fact that you got all this energy towards me, they curious to come and see what it do by. Like, why is you promote me? Look. Is she high?
Her and Tiff got some thin lips
and please stop talking about some little boys. Who's like when you say little boys, you talking about some Epstein type of stuff. Oh my goodness, look at her. Them some grown
she look
men.
Better than her daughter,
they 25 and 23. Your grandsons are 25 and 23. They're not 3 and 5. Stop getting on here acting like them 3 and if your grandson,
us young girls got little kids.
If your 22-year-old grandson got a Grinder account and been getting his back blown in, that's not my business. Go take that out and have that conversation with him instead of coming online. You making her watch me. You making her watch me.
She ain't like that. She ain't like that.
Yeah, you making her watch. So these are grown boys. Grown men. They're not boys. They're not boys. They're 20 and 25. They're not boys. And they called me and they cried to me. They ain't never have no father figure in their life. I gave them the best advice possible. And that's why your daughter stuck on me.
Here to do is to thoroughly hope, but I know because you behind the camera. So it's funny to you.
Hilarious.
Funny to me.
Hilarious.
To hear a nigga.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't know. It feels like she's trying to push a narrative by saying to her, like, I understand you, and I understand how you still see your grandchildren as little boys or infants. Like everybody does that, okay? I'm pretty sure you still see Tiffany as a baby, even though she's 43, and that's why you're protecting her as if she's an infant. But I'm gonna need you to stop pushing this narrative that your grandsons are 5 and 6 when they 20 and 25. Those are grown men with grinder accounts and everything.
Look at that thick finger. Look at that thick finger.
Oh my god! Y'all, should I just? What should I do? I'm just baffled. I don't think there's talking no sense to her.
Her or Tiff don't know how to have a conversation. They don't. They can't talk. But overall, I do know there's something she did get from her mammy, because you ain't no mother. What she did get from you is, I see how y'all submit to men. And it's despicable, because that's why she's so messed up, because of you. I said loosen up that ponytail so you can calm down, because you're stressing yourself. You old as my grandmother. You need to calm down. It's not a good look for you. You look a mess.
And she's gonna play the victim, but like I'm the person who told her mother to click the link, or that I called somebody's auntie. Like these people are coming to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like
she
these
came over here
people are
messing
coming to me.
you.
Like
I said, getting entangled. But the way T draw, I know the way she drew you in. That's why I felt like, damn, he don't even know what he getting himself into, and especially how deep you let her get into. I was already talking to her, and I seen her game. T is only mad at me is because I did not let her into my life the way she wanted to be.
Yep,
See, you let her more into
do.
your life. I didn't let her into my life, not at all. And she is sick about it to her stomach to this day.
She infiltrate people's personal life and exploit their business and use it to blackmail them into relationships.
Exactly.
That's what your daughter do to many people online.
I hear you.
Do you respect that?
I'm sorry. Say that again.
Are we talking normal? Because man, when you be doing all that shit, I can't.
All right. Go ahead.
Let's come on.
What's the question?
So first of all, I want to say I'm sorry. I know I said something triggering about your grandsons, but those are grown men. I did not mean it. It was because your daughter was doing the most, and I said whatever to get under her skin at the time. I'm sorry. Your daughter made 50 videos about me in order to get my attention. She sent me thousands of emails and everything. And your grandsons, given the fact that I talked them out of busting her in the head, I felt like using.
Called you? They actually called you? Because I don't understand.
So on her phone, she like I heard the commotion and I was talking to them, both of them. Or was it what? Yeah, he was like finna bust her in the head. He literally wanted to unalive her. She was in the corner. She was in the corner in her room, shaking. He was finna unalive her, and I told I'm glad he actually moved out, because he would have been in prison, fucking with your daughter, and that's his own mama. You need to talk. Yeah, you need to talk to both of them about that.
Listen, right? I have, and I do want. Listen. I do understand what the hell they've lived through. Okay, I understand what the hell I lived through.
What is it that you have lived through with her?
Everything you're saying, I already know this. This is
what?
not.
Stop.
I don't know anything about things you're talking about, sending pictures of her, whatever you call it, all that nasty stuff.
Ma'am, this morning your daughter sold her cat and her breasts on a black woman's platform.
Look, it'll never be me. I don't give a man $1. I don't strip. I've never been a hoe. I don't live like that. You understand? So I know it's funny, but what I'm saying, and apparently there's plenty of women, let's say that, giving cash app and people they don't even know people.
It's for entertainment, baby. Like you judge your.
I don't need that much entertainment or attention to be giving a motherfucker $1. So that's really not the nature of coming on here. What I wanted to say was, speaking of me and you, I wanted to clear it up that I'm not condoning anything. Right. I'm not supporting any of that. Mm-hmm. The only reason I'm here is because I heard. Now, how I heard was that I got a notification.
1 second.
I got a notification of one of her YouTube channels. So I said, okay, let me hear it. I was in the kitchen. I listened to one of them. Then I clicked on another one. That's when I heard all this about you're supposed to grade my grandson's supposed to give them.
No, hold on, ma'am. That is a false narrative. That's a false narrative. And respectfully, even though I don't want nothing to do with your grandsons are of age. I don't play with people's children. Just because that's your child's child, but that's a grown man. Everybody is a son or a daughter here or there. So I'm gonna need you to stop pushing this narrative like this P word or whatever. That's what you're gonna have to stop doing. And then on top of it, it was a gag, and you motherfuckers got the psychological aspect of it, and it was done and said so crystal clean and smooth to where YouTube ain't doing nothing about it, nor is Twitch. Okay, those are grown men. Okay, with grinder accounts. So please stop pushing that narrative. Are we okay?
Can I respond to that?
Yeah, you can, but you need to stop pushing that narrative. Acting like, first of all, your grandsons are adults. That's number one.
That's the point I'm about to speak on. Now, for some reason,
you need to be more respectful.
Okay, I'm finna drop y'all. Like I'm trying to.
Society.
One second, we have y'all here. Just let her go and be over with this, and then we'll talk afterwards. Okay, but go ahead. Sorry, Green Child.
Society seems to believe that when a child turns 18, they're automatically some big balanced, mature, ready to take on every responsibility in life. And it's only when it's convenient that people want to call them adult.
No, ma'am. See, you don't know. No. You don't know how much I know. Do you know your daughter? The reason your grandchildren moved out is because she babied them and she pampered them and she treated them like they was little kids. So just because she treat him like that does not mean that that's how the world looks at it. Y'all have disabled your own grandsons. Okay.
No, I haven't done anything. When I have to be separated, let's put it like this. I have to, what is the word I'm trying to say? Say when my grandchildren were younger and it's their birthday, I had to always be with them together. I couldn't spend time with the oldest, spend time with the youngest. I couldn't celebrate one birthday, buy one birthday present without buying both. It's always been, what is the word? A separation intended by the mother. So let's be absolutely.
So why does she want her son separated?
I don't know. Like y'all don't know what the hell going on. I don't know either. That's just her. I don't know. I don't know. Let's put it like that.
I mean, they're your grandson. You're sitting here defending them, but you don't know what their trauma is. It seems like she traumatized them.
I can only, let me put it like this. The screaming, the yelling, the name calling, the screaming, the yelling, the name calling, the screaming, the yelling, the name calling for years and years and years and years.
To her own sons?
It's going to put some kind of pressure, of course, and will lead to what you just said, my youngest said, and I'm not surprised because he's the one you better watch out for.
So she has been arguing with, yelling, and having tumultuous relationships with everybody in her life, including her sons.
Oh, I know. I said that.
Okay.
I've been said that.
So I get your position. So
I'm included in it too.
Oh wow.
Yeah, of course I am. The B word, the this, all in 100 books and text messages. I understand that. And what I tried to say on Z-Banger's channel, which you talked about, they weren't kidnapped. You know, those kind of things that's triggering to me, but it's okay. That's your opinion. I'm sorry. I always felt that at age of 16, 17, 18, actions I saw, actions I tried to stop, actions I've canceled, and whatever. I tried to lay it on the trauma that happened to them and their sisters at 10, 5, and 10 months old. So all of their things, or hers especially, I gave a pass, not in a way of saying, oh, that's cool, girl. You've been through that. You can go ahead and do what you want to do. No, I mean, as far as me not taking her and ripping her whole head off, you understand, with the disrespect shown to me. All of this, what you're saying, I know is true. Those things I know is true because it's that way with everyone in her life. That's true. However, when it comes to my grandsons, that's what made me come out of my shell. Not to support what she's doing, not to say, hey, that's cool. None of that. None of that. Have I ever or will I ever? My point and my obsession my upsetness is coming from what's being said about
Green Child, I'm here to tell you that your daughter is the devil. Your daughter has said.
Talking about her.
One second. Let me finish. Let me play. Your daughter is the devil. She has threatened minors and hope that they was raped and unalive. So she has set the precedence for talking about people's kids in multiple sectors and in different people's lives. So because I know that and know how low she would go, I made an intellectual joke to tie in her nymphomaniac Jezebel spirit towards me, how I saved her sons from busting her across the head, and how one is gay. So she compiled all of that to come to whatever conclusion or whatever she meant. But to me, it was just a joke. And I can see how it offended you, and I deeply apologize for that. And that would have never been said if your granddaughter was not the devil. Like, so it's not just me, it's everybody else. And from what I'm getting with you is she's doing to me and people online the same thing she's done to you and others.
Exactly. That's what I said months ago on Z-Banger. I understand what y'all saying. Y'all ain't the only ones, but the reason I'm here is because my grandson is up there on the thumbnail and I didn't appreciate it.
Which thumbnail? Z-Banger channel. He's not on this thumbnail.
2 or 3 years ago. So I've never been back on YouTube talking about him, you, my grandsons, nobody. Okay. Mm-hmm. Until just when what was it, 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks ago, I got a notification and decided to listen to her YouTube channel because I don't listen to it. So when I heard that about my grandsons, then I went to this channel here to see what you had to say. And when it was something about the Cardi B, do you really owe her an apology? Something like that, one of those videos. And then I heard you calling them the PUSS word. Then you played me, my face, what I said, and what you had negative to say about that. And so I really just wanted to get to the bottom line to say, no, I don't condone it. Mm-hmm. No, I'm not sitting up here kiki gaga giggling. Okay, I don't watch her show. I don't watch your show. I don't watch Z-Bangers. I wouldn't have known about any of your shows had she not told me initially a couple years ago that someone was on YouTube calling my one son grandson, gay, and which he said he doesn't, it's not like he liked one or the other, and that's his business.
Your grandson gay.
Just to try, and for her
both
to talk
of them gay, actually.
Out her grandson is crazy. Anywho, now that's really the only reason I'm here, Donat, because
denied. You seen it around your daughter's neck. It's denied.
I don't know how to say
how many times did you see that tattoo on her neck?
A lot of times. Yeah, I know.
And you still don't know how to say my name?
No. She got a friend. She got a friend. What is her name? And for like 100 years. For 100 years, I've been saying her name wrong, and I finally just got it.
It's all good.
I'm not into her people and trying to know people like that, and like whoever, whatever.
You know what I'm starting to see? I actually like you. I like you. You just when you go off, you go off, but you can be an adult.
Is it Donut or Donut?
It's Donut.
Donut. Let me tell you something. I'm cool like I was on Z-Banger, correct? That probably was performative because I nuts up.
Oh, you performed your ass off over here. You did a better job over here.
When they were, what's the word? Manageable, or when she might have been manageable, I would go off. but at 43, come on, guys, there's nothing I can do about it besides break her jaw. And I'm trying to prevent all that with all the nastiness, weirdness, craziness that I've had to endure. I haven't talked to her. I think we went to it. Oh, her February, I think February 8th.
No, ma'am. She posted receipts saying how you making her lunch and she coming over and y'all was in a group.
Oh yeah, that's what
group
I said.
Chat. Y'all was
February 8th.
Why you haven't talked to her since then?
Let me give you an example.
Ma'am, you need to talk to your daughter so she can leave people alone. For real.
She's not going to do that.
She's not going to do what?
She's not going to stop doing what she's doing.
What the fuck?
On here, someone mentioned, listen, guys. I don't know. Oh, well, I was going to say it's going to take real consequences, but I will going to have to jump if somebody hurt her. That's because she came from me. You understand? Mm-hmm. Now, if somebody is defending themselves, she try to do something physically and they have to defend themselves, that's one thing.
Listen, if your daughter come around me to my house, she sent devil books to my house. She would get your address and pull it up and use it to blackmail you into situationships. Your daughter sent me an email saying, when I see you, I'm going to be unarmed, wet, and horny, and if you unalive me, that's on you. Your daughter sent me an email saying that. And I'm telling you, if your daughter come in my space and is everything, I'm gonna be forced to do her in, because I think if I don't do her in, she gonna do me in. That's how bad it is with your daughter harassing me. She gotta go if she step in my grace. I got too much of a paper trail. Private investigators. I'm telling you, ma'am, I got so much. And your daughter has been threatening to kill me. One second, did you know your daughter was on the phone laughing about CHRISEANROCK's ex-boyfriend dying an hour after it happened? Ain't nobody know about it before your daughter.
How many times she said she hope I die?
She say that to you too?
How many times she told everybody in the family she hoped they die? How many times has she told everybody she's ever known she hoped they die? So that's, for me, okay, yeah, she do that. And I may try to step in and so everyone won't take it. So, it's bad as fuck, number one. But I want you to understand that everybody gets that. Everybody. Family, friends, niggas, and now YouTube. Okay? Outside of YouTube, we all got that shit. In text messages, long books.
Long books.
Right.
And then if you respond to one, she think you read everything, right?
I be telling her I'm not reading this book. So, but I'm not here to join in the bashing. I am here to say I do understand it is a problem, and you can look at it as content if y'all just want to joke and entertain and do the things y'all do. Saying, I don't. But okay. I was saying was that, please just keep my grandsons out the conversation. Now, you said that you heard, and this is what some understanding I want to get, because I'm not in the household. I don't know what they're doing over there.
Gotcha.
So you said that you heard some commotion, and I guess they got on her phone. What commotion? What was going on? Because I'm worried about my grandsons and their good mental health. You understand? They have to deal with this. You understand? So I want to make sure they're okay. You understand?
Right.
So that's what I'm asking. What kind of commotion? Then you said she was shaking or doing something, and my grandson saw it. Let's get back to the commotion and them getting on the phone.
Okay, so I was actually in Brazil around that time. Are you okay? You, my bad. You kind of froze. I was in Brazil around that time, and she was like doing things like overly supporting me to like really like get access to me like a mother. And I feel like looking back, I know she called me and probably even antagonized that situation with your grandson because she knows that I'm compassionate and that I like speaking to young men and stuff. And so she called me. She was pretending to shake and stuff. Mind you, she was already like having problems with him. She was saying that it was about her trying to help him get a job and he just want to lay up in the room. all day and everything. But, she later told me that the whole commotion was really about your grandson, the one that's now 19, having men coming in and out of her place when she's not there, like on the road. So that's what it was really about. And he was fin to like really hurt her. He had something in his hand. And I talked to him with my real voice. This is just my social media, Hollywood type of shit, like soft, whatever. But anyways, and he understood. And then he started crying. And he was like, and she used that as a moment to bond with him and just, I guess it just happened again. And I don't know, it was just a bad situation. And so she knows that I have not even publicly said that. This is my first time publicly saying it. So when I told the joke about her and the grandchild, she knew the full scope of everything that I was saying and that I meant. That's why she was so personally offended.
That was her calling me never.
Yeah, so she knows she can't come to this platform at all. Like, I don't want no conversation with her. I really don't. And so that's
well, I don't either, because I've cut it off. I've taken all I'm gonna take. When you sit up here and speak of me as a mother, I'm a mother that carried all that on my shoulders. I heard her video when she said she had no love, and I had a live at one time too, because listen, I'm not even concerned with me and anything she say. I know how to close the door, which I've done. My only thing is, now you're saying that wow.
I mean, he's not like, I'm gonna be real with you, and I don't want you guys like, and I have to do this. I have to be responsible as somebody who went through my own trauma, dealing with exposure and feeling like who I am on everything, yada yada yada. I don't want you to bash him or think differently of or whatever.
I'm never bash my grandsons. They're not doing nothing wrong. Yeah, she just sent me a message and it says, am I up here letting you tell me lies? So I don't know it. I don't want to hear all that. But my main thing was, I wondered, how did they get to talk to you? Because I thought you talked to them, and I'm like, how does he have their number?
No, through her. That's what she did. She put
already on live, and she took the phone or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, right. She gave him the phone because I was pretty much chastising him and telling him not to fuck with her like that. Like, what are you doing? Okay. That made her real moist and all this other stuff that's going on in her head. And so that's how I don't know their names. I've never searched it. I don't care. Like they were just a casualty in this whole reason why she's stalking me and me having to prove a point or just somehow get my lick back. And I don't want to play that game anymore. Especially,
I appreciate that. That's really not a good thing to do, because some people, if they, you just want to be careful and leave the kids out. I don't care if they're 18 or not. If the kids are not addressing you, then you just leave them out.
And what's so crazy is, and no, this ain't in a sexual way. Them boys love me. They watch me. They do. Like, people watch me, people vibe with me. I got many supporters who and some of them I'm in touch with. They tell me that their kids watch me. They like, so I was definitely wrong using them as a casualty to go against they crazy ass mammy. But real nigga shit, just because you and your family tolerate that don't mean people online have to. It's some women up here. Oh shit, where did She Paints go? I'm sorry.
No, I don't tolerate it. I just don't have. She just not around me acting that way. Now, what she say on the phone or in the text message is one thing. If you think she up in my face calling me out my name or talking crazy, you can never be more wrong. I don't respond to a text message. I just don't respond until she, can come correct. But as far as her in my face and some kind of verbal, what she gonna do to me? Shit, she ain't crazy. She ain't crazy. And so, Tiffany, since you up here watching this live, I hope you understand, little girl, Like I've been telling you that these YouTubers don't give, I don't know why you putting so much time and attention someplace that can't bring you up better as a woman, better in your goals or like minds. But apparently, maybe this is the crowd for you that entertains this type of stuff. I've told you once, I've told you twice, this is your choice. All I'm saying is your choices are bringing me to the table when it comes to my grandsons. And the way you said it in your live was to say, she said, you will never see my kids. You crossed the line. Bitch, shut the fuck up.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, she'd have made me lose my thoughts. But, yeah, you know, so I just...
Is she texting you? She texting you. Why is she texting you? That's what she do. Like, she's doing to you what she do to everybody on...
Exactly. And I keep trying to tell you, I was trying to tell y'all on that other chat or that person's other channel, but I was being real mild because I can go to but that's not verbal. Though.
So you are a victim of your daughters. Everybody, that's what, you're a real victim.
Yes, silly. But I didn't want to get on here talking all that stuff. The only thing I wanted to talk about was leave my grandsons out of this.
That's
mess.
respected. I promise you. But listen,
it's gonna be on and popping.
Who come out of retirement from what?
Shit, you better check my record for real.
Oh, damn.
Yes, sir.
Well, ma'am, I don't want your daughter to beat you up, so I don't know how long I can keep you up here.
Yeah, I'm shaking in my boots. It said I have proof of what he said about my kids. That's what she texts me.
Okay,
now.
so this is green chai. I'm telling you what variation green tea, what variation of whatever I said.
That means energy.
Energy, right, green chai. Whatever variation or whatever or however I said it, I've apologized to you.
And I appreciate
and
that.
I've apologized to your grandchildren because they was just proxies.
Like I didn't say something
and they have no problem with me. And I have been nothing but a great mentor to them. But when I was. And she cried to me and thanked me. She cried and said, "Oh my gosh, nobody." And I was like, and then she kept.
She's stupid, and she's stupid, and she's stupid. That's just the whole point of it. She's stupid. Oh, and she would have never got that shit from me. None of it. I'm not. But anyway, you stupid, Tiffany. You stupid. You think that this is some kind of acknowledgement that you're somebody because you got somebody saying your name. This is what you want to be known for. Putting your, what you call it, snatch on. I mean, my God. If I can get any more shot, I doubt it. Just put it like that. So, I hope she says she's not mad. Tiffany, let it go because you got the talent, you got a personality, and you got a broody of beauty that you need to focus on. You want to lose weight? Get to it. You got talent with singing. Focus on that. She has a voice. I trained her for it, and she won a competition for it.
Maybe she need to go to AT2 so they can do some singing lessons together. Or something.
Look, I don't know about these people. Mm-hmm. I'm not trying to be a YouTube, hello, look at me, bitch. I'm not that person. Yeah. I'm straight face to face. Yes, sir. I don't do YouTube. I may be having a health thing or something like that for healthy living. That's what I get on. I heard you asking what kind of YouTube channels you been on, what you been on. Those talking about Malcolm X, those talking about Black empowerment.
Oh, big.
That's subjects that matter in life.
You know I love talking about those things too. You know that, right?
Oh no, I don't.
Yeah, that's the thing. But see, that's the thing. Your daughter wants so much of my attention to where I can't even build an algorithm to gain your attraction and your attention.
Stop playing. I didn't came across your stuff before, and
before your daughter, you was watching me before your daughter came through.
No, after my daughter, because when the confusion came with who called my grandson gay in the first place, it went from what's his name, Z Banger to Ronnie, and I thought your name was in there somewhere. So one time, I be watching certain platforms, and your thing came up, and I listened to it, and that probably was 2024.
So you know how intellectual I am. She exited out that motherfucker. She was finna say yeah. That's embarrassing if she was finna say no. Let's see. Yeah, we can automatically assume that that's Lady T calling her. Karma, are you still there? What happened to She Paints? Damn. Karma, are you there?
Oh, I'm here listening.
Yeah, I that's why that's why I was telling you earlier. I wasn't being rude.
To chill out. I tried
because I know
I get it
here. Ain't no music behind it. Any and everybody can take this, do whatever they want to do with it. Like, that's why I was like, chill out.
Oh no, that's the thing. But it was just all the cursing. She's so disrespectful. Like T, it's just they think somebody's scared of them.
But we've moved past that. We already got that in the bag.
Oh yeah. But you know what? So what I want to ask the mother is, it's just a little wrong the way she's coming up here playing victim to Tiffany's games.
Oh, like as far as like if she could have been like a better parent or something, is that what you're referring to?
She's 60% of the reason. T Nasty act just like her mother. So the problem seems to be the lies within the mother. So I just feel like to come up here and act like she is so the problem. It seemed like you started off as a problem and she just picked up on your nasty ways.
Right. And now that, and then I feel like from what she said, the whole family get the books of messages, the cursing, the death wishes, everybody get it. And I mean, y'all have to deal with it. I mean, to an extent, nobody don't, but that's her
Look
mother.
How they turn on her. They turn on her. You can see it. Look how the mother is turning on her daughter right now. In front of all of her.
Is she turning on her? Or is she just telling the truth about what everybody else is going through?
Right.
I mean, I can see where
but
you can
that's
say it's a
something
turn.
That, your daughter got a problem.
Listen, but does not know how to get the truth. And if she might, she ain't give it to Z Banger because he ain't denying.
No, she didn't. Because this is T confirmed everything that you were saying. So can't nobody say that you're making up things on them or none of that.
They always, I'm the scapegoat. That's why we the goats, right there.
But you want to know what?
Put some goats.
You know what control crazy is?
What? What?
Control crazy. That's what they play. Like her and T. I see that within them. They play control crazy. And this is what I say. They know when to be crazy. They know when to act like they got some sense. She's up here pretending like she got some sense right now. Just like T Nasty. She know how to act like she got sense. When she went to Baddies, that girl didn't have an attitude or argument with that damn person there. She know how to act. Like I said, this is all an act. She ain't like the truth, or her phone was messing up anyway, though.
Right.
One or the other.
She paints his back. Green chai device is not connected. She gonna have to. Hey, what's up, She Paint? I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to like kick you out. It's just we had to let the content roll out. And
no, I don't care about that. I didn't want to listen to her no way. She was triggering me because I don't do well with parents who have no accountability for the children's actions, grown or not. I don't have patience for that. She know exactly what that bitch been doing. She know exactly what she's been doing. She sees it all. But she's quietly being like, okay, well, we all went through it. We just know that that's how she is. We don't have to put up with that shit.
Right.
I don't have to put up with that shit. I don't go back and forth with her.
In her defense, she did say it's gonna have some real life consequences. But if somebody mess with her, she'll have her back. But the mother,
she's supposed to have a back. She's supposed to have a back. She's supposed to. She's supposed to go down with the ship. What do you mean? It's cool.
Okay, so
that picture with the grandson is so old. She know it's old. So why does she keep bringing it up?
I removed Green Chai from the from the stage just because she was having connective issues. But I'm finna drop the link again right now for anybody who want to come up. But yeah, I don't have to put up with that type of behavior. And at this point in time, given everything that the mother has said and what we've seen, I just totally feel like anyone who entertains her is exploiting someone who is mentally ill. And I just cannot rock with no creators that do that. This is beyond me getting the butt end of it and being a victim of everybody. Like, she victimized everybody. This is someone that's super mentally ill. And rather it's me, with whatever she got going on, she can easily flip it on you too. And again, earlier today, she went onto Goodytopia's platform, got mad and cut her phone up. Listen, she was like this. She cut her phone on and stuck the phone camera right underneath there. We seen it. And then she pulled it up on the tits, and the mama looked better than her.
Tonight.
That's what I said. The mama look good.
Yeah, go
Can
ahead.
I say something?
Outside of that ponytail. I'm sorry.
Oh, can I say something?
Yes.
Shameless. Can I give a shameless plug real quick? Let me ask you. It's your friend.
Keep
Payne
yeah.
on his Patreon got the video of her flashing it. I just got the notification. I'm gonna go watch it.
Hey, you know you're gonna have a field.
I got a screen recorded. I'm sorry. I do. I've been through hell. And you know what? I don't care. My name has been disparaged. Y'all don't understand it. I know, Carmen, you don't know me, but you said that you had heard of me. Mm-hmm. I have been harassed for a year for no reason other than I supported Dana. That's it.
Oh, I believe you.
I don't go back and forth with this girl.
I know her.
I don't go back and forth with her. And she has taken my pictures. She's done all kind of things and trying to, start an engagement with me. And I don't do it. But yeah, then I'm gonna drop down.
The mother lied to you. She when she lied to you and said that.
What did Green Child lie about?
When she said that she don't talk to that T don't talk to her like that. Me and it was two other people. I don't want to get called out.
I said that I haven't talked to her since February 8th. This is how me and Lady T does. When she goes off on a rant, it can be 3 weeks before I talk to her. That's what I mean when I say I don't talk to her like that.
No, I said she no.
Hold on.
That's not what I was saying.
How you doing today?
Yeah, but
you silly bitch.
Okay.
Wait,
I wasn't saying that. I didn't say nothing about that.
Did Tiffany call you and change your mood or something? Because, ma'am.
Try to give you, let you know what's going on.
But wait,
why you saying T-dog you to your face?
T-dog her to her face.
That's what I'm saying. I was on the phone with her for hours while and T be dogging you to your face. That's all I was saying.
Oh, T be dogging her mama to her face. So the mom ain't like that.
I swear to God. This was when you were sick and she came and got you, and we was on the phone with her for hours, and then she talked to your other daughter and stuff like that. We was on the phone with T for hours while you was going through some I don't know what you was going through. No yelling?
I'm coming, hold on.
But don't yell. Like, did Tiffany call you or text you while you was gone?
I'm gonna try not to yell.
Did Tiffany call you while you was gone? When you left, was that Tiffany talking to you?
Oh no, I went in the bathroom.
Okay.
No, I was grabbing something.
Oh Lord.
So she's saying that I had to wipe my mouth. Is that okay? Because some of us wipe our mouth, some of us like our face clean. Is that okay?
But they was.
You gotta stop yelling, and you won't be foaming.
May not be to your liking. That doesn't matter to me.
I think you're pretty though. I think you're pretty.
I think you're pretty too. You look better than your daughter.
I'm way reaching 70, sweetheart.
Wow.
So you look good. You look
good. No, nobody's saying you're ugly.
That.
No, listen.
No, you look good. I will say that.
I don't think people calling you ugly at all. You look better than your daughter.
No, I understand that. But I was suggesting the ponytail because it seemed like on.
Well, you was irritating me and yelling at me.
A long time ago, they were saying something about the eyebrows not having the direct arch on it, and I said, "Excuse me about my eyebrows." But anywho,
do you have a YouTube page?
Yeah, but I don't post anything.
We want you to post. I would rather watch you. I would promote you. I would get you 1,000 subscribers and monetize real quick.
Baby, y'all don't want to hear my content.
Yes, we do.
About health.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. I'm coming.
crack.
You are
I have all
entertaining like a
the herbs
hell.
you want, every herb to cure everything. That's what I talk
I'm
about.
coming.
That's what
I'm
I'm into.
coming. When you
Nature
start the
and
channel,
health.
we gonna build it. We gonna do it out of spite too. So Liz,
Can I tell him one? Can I tell her mother one thing that she said about children underneath the age of 13?
I
Because she
think
keeps speaking about what you said.
She's not here though because Lady T keep calling her. Is that Lady
I
T?
keep getting this.
Well, can I tell you one thing? Because overall, it's like you say
I
that
don't
what
know what the
somebody said
mic
about your
is.
grand. Oh, she can't hear me.
That's really all I want. Can y'all
Well,
hear
can you
me,
tell your daughter
or can
that
you
you
Yeah,
hear
shouldn't
we
say
can.
that
what
One,
she's
she
one
going to
said?
second.
get?
Can you hear her asking you a question?
It says you're in the show. Everyone's
Oh
okay.
no, she can't.
Okay, can you hear us?
I don't know if this is on or not.
Yeah, okay, you can't hear us?
If I can be,
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear
the
us?
host has unmuted your mic.
Can you hear us?
Well, you must have muted yours because I can't hear anything.
Okay, I'm kicking you out and come back because that's why that Lady T keep calling her to mess up her connection to
Yeah.
StreamYard is what's happening.
But you know what she do tonight? She called her mother and she put the grandchildren in it to make it seem as if somebody's attacking her grandchildren versus telling what she's actually doing to people.
Right. Right. Whew, this has I don't even think at this point in time is there any other questions because she's aware
No,
that
she done
Lady
told her enough of her business.
I mean again this ain't no back and forth. I think like I think this is what needed to happen and this is some really good premium
Hmm.
content over here. I
It
never
is,
seen somebody
and
mother.
it solidifies your position because everybody make it seem like, oh, you messed with her, you had her up like this in the uproar when she's like this with everyone.
And I know this, and I usually don't do videos discussing it, but sometimes it's needed because now everything is laid out there, ma'am. You can fight with your mama.
Hmm.
You can fight against your mama work because everything I said, your mama validated and has been going through it too. So this ain't just about no ex. This is about a mental health disorder that you got. You just attach yourself to people.
Hmm.
And like I said, anybody playing with exploiting her mental health, even Kimmie Love did a video bringing her up there to get the tea and thinking that shit is content. That shit ain't content to me. If it's content to you, especially after this, you're exploiting somebody's mental health illness, and you ought to be ashamed of yourself. That's beyond the scope of anybody who pretending to love me but still exploiting people in the name of content. People that's batshit crazy want to convince my audience not to support me, want to convince people not to send me all because she can't have access to me and can't control me. She went off on you because she couldn't stand the fact that you didn't put her in your personal life. She does this to everybody.
I'm still trying to figure out what you be doing to everybody, but I came to the conclusion a long time ago. People just don't like the truth.
Well, guess what? She like, now you're gonna have to explain your mother's position on you. This is I don't know about y'all, but have you as long as I've been here and as much as exposing and shit that I've done, have y'all seen anybody in my fucking family or anybody in my real life come through and say that I was this or did any of this shit to them? Or even said anything opposition? They send videos and clips to my family. Like, niggas, my family fucking love me to death. And even though that's true, I'll be up here, fuck my family. I don't love me. Every blue moon, not every day. My family loves me to death. But if they don't love
Her
me
own mother.
enough, if I don't get my way, then that's just what it is. My family know if there's something I want and I don't get my way, I'm going off. Been that way since I was a child. Spoiled brat. Look at me. Been handsome my whole life. What are you talking about? So but her issue is control and power and narrative. And
Hmm.
her mama came up here and dunked her out and exposed her. You want to be putting your snatch up and you want to be known for this is so crazy. Anyways, I have
Her,
another I wanted to show and go down this video about Jody Aris to just further elaborate on my particular situation with T Nast. Is there anything else you have to say, Karma, before I let you go and we get into
no, no,
this?
no, no. I want to watch the rest of the video. Go ahead.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Absolutely. Who is that? Ashley. We finna get you up out of here. You gonna have to go back to the beginning. Okay, this was epic. This was definitely for the books. And see, it's just reminding me, like, if y'all really want me to go down this drama lane, it ain't gonna be beam up. It's gonna be content like this. Premium content. Always, okay? From the I Love Goomba and Jag, all that. Y'all want me to go back and doing that? I don't feel like it, but if I must, we're gonna make sense of it to where even the biggest hater can't even dispute the facts presented. Stop shaking your in that chair tonight. They fall in. That's crazy. Anyways, this is T Nasty. How crazy she is. Lord help her, you know. And y'all support the channel, make it Wayne. Okay, I'm gonna see who gonna cover this or who gonna just further exploit this lady. Oh, mama came and packed her up. So, yeah, let's end it with some true crime because you guys know I focus on true crime, and I've been told about this Jodi Arias story for a long time. And word is, this is exactly what type of personality Lady T have, and the exact reason, as we're about to find out, why when bitches like this come around you, you need to off them before they off you.
What's going on? A friend of ours is dead in his bedroom. We hadn't heard from him for a while. We think he's dead. His roommate just went in there and said there's lots of blood. I didn't go in, but I can give you the phone to someone who went in there. Yes, please, can you?
Hello.
Hi, so what's going on?
He's dead. He's in his bedroom.
Okay.
In the shower.
Okay. How did this happen? Do you have any idea?
No, we have no idea. Everyone's been wondering about him for a few days.
She said that there was blood. So is it coming from his head? Did he cut his wrist?
It's all over the place.
Is there any weapons around?
I don't know. Not that I saw.
I need all of you outside. Has he been threatened by anyone recently?
Yes, he has. Okay. He has an ex-girlfriend that's been bothering him and following him and slashing tires and things like that.
And do you know the ex-girlfriend's name?
Do you remember it? What's his ex-girlfriend's name? Ask Taylor.
And do you know if he's ever reported it to the police?
Her name is Jodi. No, he hasn't reported anything about Jodi's behavior.
In 2013, Jodi Arias made headlines after she was convicted for the murder of her ex-boyfriend, Travis Alexander. 2 years later, in 2015, Arias admits to the act, and she's sentenced to life imprisonment. But the story isn't just black and white. Was Arias driven by sociopathic intent, meticulously planning Alexander's demise, or has a narrative of self-defense been overshadowed by the crime's brutality? Let's find out. Mesa, Arizona, a city with a vibrant population of about 504,258, balances modern living with its rich history. Known for its dynamic blend of recreational and historic sites, Mesa offers a unique lifestyle. Here, community life.
Hold on, somebody was asking how do they make it rain? Send some bits. Yes, indeed. Somebody in the chat, moderators, can y'all teach her how to click and send some bits? Are you on mobile device, computer, TV? What is it?
Thrives among parks, museums, and art galleries, reflecting a strong cultural pulse. The people of Mesa are diverse, contributing to a lively social fabric. However, crime is part of the story too, with a rate slightly higher than the national average. This backdrop sets the scene with the discovery of 30-year-old Travis Alexander's body, a death in which his ex-girlfriend Jodi Arias was convicted for, marking a dark chapter in Mesa's history. Jodi Ann Arias was born on July 9, 1980 in Salinas, California.
Jodi Arias came from a typical, normal, middle-class family from Wairika, California.
Her parents, William and Sandra Arias, provided a normal upbringing. However, Jodi's behavior during her youth hinted at underlying issues. She showed signs of rebellion early on, notably in 8th grade when her own family caught her growing marijuana. This incident, leading to her parents turning her into the police, sowed seeds of deep-seated resentment. Throughout her teenage years, Jody worked as a waitress in her family's restaurant. She often painted her childhood as troubled, claiming to suffer physical and emotional abuse, though these allegations remained unproven in court. As a teenager, Jody faced various personal challenges. By the end of her junior year in high school, after repeatedly skipping class, she was grounded until 18. This punishment seemed to be the last straw for her, leading to her dropping out of school and moving in with an older boyfriend, asserting that she was in love. Jody's life at this point was marked by uncertainty and a quest for identity. Her relationship with the older man eventually ended, propelling her to seek something more fulfilling than her job as a waitress. Jody's life took a turn when she discovered a multi-level marketing company, Prepaid Legal. This opportunity intrigued her enough to radically change her life. She dyed her hair blonde, packed her belongings, and relocated to Palm Springs, hoping for a fresh start. Her involvement with Prepaid Legal was more than just a career move. It led her to a conference in Las Vegas where she met Travis Alexander, a young, successful salesman known for his motivational speaking and devout Mormon faith. This meeting marked a pivotal point in Jody's life, intertwining her path with Travis's in ways that would later unfold into a complex and tragic narrative. Travis Alexander, born on July 28, 1977 in Riverside, California, was the son of Gary David Alexander and Pamela Elizabeth Morgan Alexander. His early life took a significant turn at age 8 when he moved in with his parental grandparents. This shift came after experiencing a challenging upbringing marked by turmoil within his family. The death of his father in July 1997 further impacted his life, leading to him and his 7 siblings being taken in by their grandmother. Despite the adversities, Travis had a dynamic personality. Before he found a steadier path in life, he was known among friends for his rough and tumble nature, often getting involved in fights.
Both his parents were drug addicts. Him and his siblings were raised by his grandmother, actually, and they struggled to get by. They did not have much money.
He was a good guy. We went on trips together. We talked a lot about philosophy and personal development and how to be a better person.
Gregarious, very social, very easy to get along with other people. And that attracted a lot of friends and a lot of women.
However, this penchant for confrontation didn't define him entirely. He had a creative side, performing stand-up comedy under the pseudonym Eddie Snell, showcasing a knack for humor and entertainment. Professionally, Travis Alexander made his mark as a salesman and motivational speaker for Prepaid Legal Services, where he excelled and became well-known. His career in motivational speaking and sales was not just a job, but a reflection of his desire to improve himself and inspire others. This role put him in contact with many people, including Jody Arias. In the bustling atmosphere of the MGM Grand Hotel and Casino in autumn 2006, Jody Arias found herself in a serendipitous moment that would pivot the direction of her life. While waiting for a friend, she crossed paths with Travis Alexander, a chance encounter that blossomed into a defining chapter for both. Travis, drawn to the young blonde, introduced himself, setting the stage for a fateful intertwining of their destinies. That evening, Travis invited Jody to an executive banquet, marking her entry into a world far removed from her own experiences. For Jody, accustomed to serving rather than mingling with the upscale crowd, the experience was both exhilarating and intoxicating. This moment of validation and attention sparked a connection between them, a bond that quickly deepened as Travis invited her into his world. Despite the geographical distance, with Jody living in Palm Springs and Travis in Mesa, Arizona, they nurtured their budding romance through phone calls and visits. Travis, a devout Mormon, introduced Jody to his faith, encouraging her to explore the teachings of his church. Jody, captivated by the prospect of a life and family within his faith, showed eagerness to embrace it, expressing desires to marry in the temple and live according to its principles. Their relationship, fueled by mutual attraction and shared aspirations, led them to meet halfway between their cities, in Ehrenberg, Arizona. Here, they checked into a motel, a decision that symbolized their commitment to making their relationship work despite the challenges posed by distance. The relationship between Jody Arias and Travis Alexander quickly escalated into a passionate and physical one. Despite the intense connection, it lacked emotional depth and tenderness, primarily driven by sexual desires. Travis, publicly a devout Mormon, upheld the faith precept of abstaining from premarital sex, yet privately, he navigated a conflicting personal life. This duality revealed a complex persona, juggling a public image with private actions that contradicted his outward beliefs. Jody, fully immersed in this relationship, envisioned a future with Travis, seeing him as her ideal partner. Her frequent calls and messages after their meetings portrayed her deep investment in this relationship. Travis, however, didn't reciprocate her seriousness. While he enjoyed the physical aspects of their relationship, he didn't see Jody as wife material. This disparity in their emotional investment began to strain their interactions. The dynamic took a more serious turn when Jody decided to convert to Mormonism, expressing a desire to fully integrate into Travis's life and faith. She saw this as a step towards solidifying their bond, with Travis even baptizing her, a moment that seemed significant and heartfelt at the time. However, doubts lingered about the authenticity of Jody's conversion and whether it was a genuine embrace of faith or a strategic move to win Travis over. As the relationship progressed, Travis's attention veered towards other women, leaving Jody feeling isolated and increasingly desperate to secure a committed relationship. Despite her efforts to please and her willingness to be discreet, Travis maintained a distance, avoiding acknowledging her publicly as his girlfriend. This situation brewed a mix of emotions and tension, with Jody pushing for exclusivity and recognition, signs of a deepening obsession and emotional turmoil on her part. In Travis's social circle, Jody felt like an outsider, and her interactions with him grew fraught with unmet expectations and emotional distress. She was not content being a mere sexual partner and sought a deeper commitment, which Travis was reluctant to provide. This imbalance in their relationship desires and expectations set a complex and troubled foundation, leading to mounting frustrations and a sense of rejection for Jody, while Travis appeared conflicted, enjoying the present but evasive about a future together. In the summer of 2007, Travis Alexander, a young businessman, found himself entangled in a relationship with Jody Arias that was becoming increasingly perilous due to her obsession. Realizing the potential danger and acknowledging that his feelings were never about love, Travis decided to end their relationship. This decision stemmed from understanding the toxic dynamics at play, where the relationship served more his physical desires than emotional connection. Travis's friends and family supported his decision, advising that moving on was the best course of action if things didn't work out. Despite this clear end, Jody struggled with the breakup, making a drastic decision to move to Travis's hometown of Mesa, Arizona, in an attempt to maintain their connection. This move, however, was against Travis's wishes. He had expressed no desire for her to be closer, contrary to Jody's claims. Even after the breakup, Jody remained entangled in Travis's life, offering to clean his house, to which he agreed, maintaining a complex relationship where personal boundaries were increasingly blurred. Travis began to date Lisa Anders, a young Mormon woman who aligned more with the ideals he publicly upheld, seeking a relationship founded on shared values and morals, rather than mere physical attraction. Upon discovering Travis's new relationship, Jody's actions took a darker turn. She sent an alarming email to Lisa, full of accusations and vitriol, exposing her volatile state. This email, unmistakably from Jody, shocked everyone and signaled the escalating severity of her obsession. It marked a significant turning point, shedding light on her instability and setting off alarms among Travis's friends and family. This incident revealed the deepening crisis, as Jody's inability to accept the breakup manifested in increasingly concerning behavior, indicating the extent of her fixation on Travis. One night in the summer of 2007, as Travis Alexander and his new interest Lisa were at home, they experienced the unnerving event of Jody Arias. This act was a clear indication of Jody's refusal to accept the breakup, showcasing her growing obsession with Travis. Her actions escalated further as she physically invaded his space, sneaking into his
Wait a minute, we gotta
through
guess.
a pet door. An action that starkly illustrated the severity of her fixation.
Let's see.
Jody's diary.
1 second, y'all. Let's see who this is real quick, but yeah, this is scary and deep. Hey, Green Chai, how you doing?
Hello. I hear some talking in the background. I'm not sure what that is. Can you hear it?
In the background? No, I don't hear any talking in the background. I don't think we. No, I can't hear them. They can't hear it. Better lighting, better setup. What's up?
It went away.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What's up with it? What you up to?
All right, so I have my grandsons on the phone.
Uh-huh.
I have my grandsons on the phone.
Okay.
And they're saying, yes, can you hear me?
I mean, yeah, we can hear you. I don't hear nobody but you. I don't know if there's a delay or what's going on. There might be a delay because.
Can y'all hear me? And y'all?
Yeah, we can hear you.
So I don't know what's going on.
It sounds like a delay or something.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can't. And respectfully, I don't know where you're going with this, but you asked me.
My grandsons want to say something.
I know, but you asked me to not bring up your grandsons, and now you're making them content, and you're gonna have so many different content creators.
And he has my grandsons to let the audience know that they never called you.
I didn't say they called me. I said she gave them the phone.
No, you lied. You lied.
Oh no. That's not what we're gonna do. Your daughter has no voice on this platform. I don't want to do that. She can go to other people's platforms and deal with that. But your daughter's voice give me and my audience PTSD. I demand talking to you. I'm not interested in. I'm pretty sure some other people that want to explore her mental health, but I'm not. I don't want her voice up here. When you said your grandsons had something to say, I didn't mind because they know my voice and I know their voice, so I can identify them. And I know that because she's put me on the phone with them. Her voice is not welcome over here, and that's where we are. This is not a back and forth or nothing. Your volume. Oh, go ahead. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, your daughter has no voice over here. If your grandsons, who I know by voice, want to say something, then they can. But your daughter cannot speak for them, and vice versa.
All right.
She has no
Would you
voice
like
over here.
for them to tell you
Sure.
that they weren't crying, they weren't making threats?
That's a lie. That's a lie. Like, and I'm not going to get into that because she has the right to say that I'm lying. But I think she's even did videos telling people that she let me speak to her son. So these are operative facts. And I don't have time. That's beyond the scope of anything we have going on here. Based upon everything that you said, based upon everything that you said, I think it's best to just leave her alone and understand who she is and maneuver that way, because you said she's never going to stop, and you're actually perpetuating that behavior by allowing her to mediate for her right now. Like, I'm not
you for a gay man do not
is denied.
Here and tell me about my behavior when it comes to protecting, which is obvious. You have never had anyone to protect you. That's why it seems so strange.
No, ma'am. It seems like you really have a problem. I don't know why you keep going to the bathroom, playing with your nose, and then coming back here acting like you just wasn't calm. Like, lady, get up out of here. I'm finna drop you, and I don't want to talk to you no more. I was rooting for you. I was rooting for you like Tyra Banks was doing the bitches. I was rooting for you.
Jordan, he didn't call.
Okay, so yeah, she's just as messy. She's literally on the phone being messy. Okay, like, anyways, let's get back to the video. And you know it's something serious if the mother is partaking in it. Child, I can't make this shit up, but the content is the content.
Diary entry from August 2nd, 2007.
Listen, Green Chai, just because, I'm trying to figure out is something else that you're going to have to add that we already don't know. Because other than that, I don't see why you keep clicking my link. We got all the tea. I can't hear you, and you're not muted. Hello? Can't hear you, and you're not muted. And I'm gonna show my audience that I'm not muting you. You're off mute, and there's no lines. Your audio, your microphone is messed up. Y'all see that? Okay. All right. You got to go out and come back in, and please come back in with some sense, or else.
Reveals the depth of her turmoil and obsession, expressing a wish to extinguish her feelings for Travis, as if turning off a light switch or cutting the circuit entirely. Despite these intense emotions, in late March of 2008, Jodi attempted to distance herself by moving back to Northern California to live with her grandparents. However, the separation did little to diminish her obsession with Travis. As Travis moved on, meeting Mimi Hall from his church, whom he considered marriage material, Jodi's jealousy intensified. Learning about Travis's planned trip to Cancun with Mimi only fueled her anger, perceiving it as the ultimate betrayal. Meanwhile, Travis continued to engage in long-distance sexual conversations with Jodi, complicating the situation further. This behavior, marked by Travis hiding Jodi from his friends and family, led her to feel used and deepened her resentment. The toxicity of their relationship escalated as Jodi resorted to recording their private phone conversations, possibly as leverage or blackmail.
What do you know, dude? It sounds like you're this 12-year-old girl having her first orgasm. It's so hot.
Sounds like what?
12-year-old girl having her first orgasm.
Jodi secretly records these conversations, and now she's got blackmail material.
She even mailed Travis pamphlets about pedophilia, pushing the conflict to extreme levels. Travis's reactions to these actions was one of intense anger and revulsion, labeling Jodi with harsh condemning words and indicating his growing resentment and recognition of her manipulative behavior. Their interactions spiraled into a cycle of revenge and retaliation, each act more destructive than the last, highlighting the toxicity of their relationship. This destructive pattern made clear that their conflict was not heading towards a resolution, but rather a tragic culmination. Jodi's actions, driven by a mix of obsession and desperation, and Travis's responses, fraught with frustration and anger, set the stage for an inevitable and tragic confrontation. A week before Travis Alexander's murder, a reported burglary at Jodi Arias' grandparents' home marked the beginning of a sinister plan. Among the stolen items was a .25 caliber handgun, which police later speculated Jodi had taken to arm herself for the ultimate act against Travis. This event wasn't just a random theft, it was a calculated move in Jodi's scheme, laying the groundwork for what was to come. In the days leading up to the murder, Jodi undertook several steps to ensure her actions would go unnoticed. She dyed her naturally blonde hair back to brown, perhaps to avoid recognition.
Wait a minute, we got a guess. I'm gonna do this. Who is this? This is somebody by the name of Jada. Let me see who this is. Hello?
Hey, Denai. This is Jada. This is
What's
my
up?
first time. This is my first time on your show. I'm so excited.
How have you been?
I saw the link and I hit it, so I hope I didn't hit the link at the wrong time.
Nah, everything is good. Nah, shout out to you for coming through. I rock with you. But you just never been on the platform. Shout out.
Yeah, so I'm so excited. So thank you for being live and allowing people to get on the platform. Okay, I just want to say two things and then I'm going back into the bushes. Okay, so I've finally been able to catch up and be able to listen to you live instead of listening to the replay. I just want to say that. What's her name? Green Chai,
Yes.
whatever her name is. Mm-hmm. She has convinced me that she has a mental problem and she's bipolar. She have literally stressed enough that she didn't want to talk about her adult grandbabies or her adult grandchildren, and then have the nerve to interrupt you educating us about these stand people just to come back on the show and lie, blatantly tell a bald-faced, dry ass. Oh, can we cuss on here? I'm sorry.
Don't curse too much. Listen, she's here.
I'll copy down your catch up.
Okay, it's okay. But Jada, she's here, and I don't know if you want to do this because, like, how do you want to do this? Because I'm listening to you.
I don't care. I don't care.
But finish making your point, and then I'll decide to bring her up or not.
Okay, I just feel like she is wrong for telling a bald faced lie. And this is how lies get started. This is how narrative gets started. I've literally been listening with an open mind and actively listening, and did not clearly said that the crazy woman called him and that in the phone with exchange. He never said the grandson took their personal phone and dialed his number and was like, did not do. He never said that. So for you to come onto his platform and for you to call your grandkid, they probably was doing something else, probably was minding their own business, and say, "Oh, Denai said y'all you called him and you said this and you said that." Da, 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 da. So of course they're gonna say it never happened because that's not what Denai said. So I just feel like it's a lot of misplaced anger. It's a lot of misplaced anger. The anger is not with Denai or the other two. Granted, the other two women, they was ODing it just a little bit, but I don't feel like the anger should be at Denai. I feel like you need to probably like tell your daughter to kind of take a break from social media because she's gonna end up in jail or prison or somewhere worse, you know. And if you don't want your grandkids to be the top of the content, once you got that understood and
Right.
Denai was like, okay, respect, it's respect, whatever. Why did you call back into the platform bringing up?
Oh, what happened to Jay's phone? Can you guys hear me? Your microphone.
I just feel like once the host, once the night have said respect about the grand adults, I feel like why did you call back into the show to still talk about the grand adults
And then on top
after
of that,
it was already respected?
other creators are listening and they're going to be running this. And I somewhat protected your grandchildren. I said, don't be mentioning them. Don't bring them on here because now they're the content. That's what you didn't want.
Yeah,
couldn't
you
get it.
told. It was you after. After she came on your platform, blatantly disrespecting you, coming on here yelling, not wanting to articulate herself to where other people can understand like where you're coming from. Because she has to remember, this is my first impression of you. I've never met you before, and now I think you are a bipolar crazy lady. And like she said earlier in the conversation, the apple
Oh, Jade, somebody keep calling you or something.
the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. So she just really proved everybody point
Right.
correctly. And I do feel like they need to something need to change in the stand culture because people are getting too fixated on people that they never met before, people that probably would even spit on them if they was on
Period.
fire. So I do feel like that lady owes you an apology for coming on your show, disrupting your show.
Right.
After we would like, girl, you came on here on 10, on 20 about grand adults. Like, they're not, I'm pretty sure they was minding their business before you came up in there telling them lies. And now it's gonna be a whole narrative being started with the haters saying that did not then lied and said that the grand adults called when really
That's
you
not what
never
I
said
said.
that.
I said she was
Exactly.
in the corner cowering, and she gave him the. It's in the video. Like it's here. It's in the video.
Exactly. She's in denial. She enabled
Right.
her daughter's behavior all the way up until adult life, and she's still enabling her behavior. That lady that got your name tatted, that is an unloved lady. She don't love herself. She don't even love her children. She don't even love her own mama because her mama don't love herself. And I'm pretty sure her mama, great grandma, all them, they all probably like the same way. So them type of people you gotta keep at a distance
Right.
because them people don't got it all. They live in their own delusions. And
Right.
that's all I had to say.
Man, I greatly appreciate you. She would say, oh, he paid her to say that and he convinced her to say that. Like, I did not know Jade was gonna click my link. Never expected it.
No,
Never even
no.
had a
I've been
conversation
wanting to
about
come
that
on
crazy
live.
bitch.
I'm happy that you be having an open platform. I'm
I need to
happy
do it
because you
more
be.
often.
Yes,
Listen.
you do.
I
I
isolated
love
myself
it.
because of cuckoo birds like this, and I'm like, why should they get the right to force me to close myself off when I can just come out here and talk like a responsible adult and let the chips fold how they gonna fold, and look what happened. So I do need to
Yeah, you're right.
open up
Yeah,
the
now that
channels and the
lady,
platforms
she
more.
really owe you an apology. Like, you did not make your daughter look good. You actually made the narrative correct. Like I said, this was my first time seeing that lady, and I'm kind of curious too. What the hell? Oh, sorry. What are you doing when you walking off the camera? Like, what are you doing?
Going to the bathroom and coming back.
Are you sugaring and
Yeah, it
charging
seemed
back
like
up?
that. It did seem like, and then every time
Because
she would
why is you
step
walking away from the camera, coming back and going off, and then she going
right.
off so bad she don't even remember what she's saying. I'm going. I done lost my train of thought. Girl, get on your meds. Get on your meds.
You see, they want me to be in this drama, and the only thing I did was open a platform, and this has been some of the best content that I've seen, like, in the drama space in a while. But to each his own.
Yeah. You make the ladies go crazy that I think I want some too. Not as lame.
Damn. No, you're not.
Oh my gosh. But great show tonight. I love it. It was so good. I'm gonna jump back down in the bushes.
Yeah, I bet. Thank you. Shout out to Jada. Jada definitely, absolutely, always, advocate for me behind the scenes and just remind me to keep my head up when people are doing things. And this is the first time she's spoke publicly. I appreciate her. I met around the time when I was friends with the fish-eyed fool and trying to help the fish-eyed fool, but he let people that say that he didn't grape his grandmother and beat her up, beat his mama, grandmother, and let these people, convince him that I'm this bad person. And Jada is somebody that stayed neutral and unbiased during that whole debacle. I don't know if she tuned in to the fish-eyed fool's grandma services. People would have supported him had the person who said that he slept with his own grandma apologized instead of you apologizing to that person and doing their dirty work. But shout out to Jay. Yes, indeed. Let's get back to Jody Arias.
To symbolize a return to reform herself. On June 2nd, Jody rented a car in Redding, California, choosing a location 100 miles from her home to avoid drawing attention. Her actions became increasingly calculated. She removed the front license plate and inverted the rear one, making the car difficult to identify. Jody's preparations included purchasing 3 5-gallon gas containers filled to ensure she wouldn't need to stop for fuel, thus avoiding surveillance cameras and gas stations. She also turned off her cell phone to prevent her location from being tracked through cellular signals. These meticulously planned actions were all aimed at making her trip to Mesa, Arizona, where Travis lived, completely untraceable. The journey to Mesa took nearly 15 hours, a trip Jody undertook with chilling precision and forethought. She arrived at Travis's home at 4:30 a.m., stealthily entering through the garage after inputting a code into the security keypad, a sign of her intimate knowledge of his household and routines. Upon entering Travis's home unnoticed, Jody Arias found herself once again in close proximity to him. Despite the inappropriate nature of her arrival, Travis didn't turn her away. Instead, they spent considerable time together, engaging in sexual activities and photographing each other in intimate and vulnerable states. This period of apparent reconciliation was short-lived, however, culminating in a sudden and tragic turn of events. The day of the murder unfolded with a disturbing normalcy, as Travis and Jody shared moments that would soon precede a brutal act of violence. After taking photos in the shower, the situation escalated rapidly. Within minutes, the atmosphere shifted from one of intimacy to one of horror. Travis, caught off guard and vulnerable, was first struck with a knife by Jody. Given Travis's physical advantage over Jody, it's believed that the initial knife attack was a critical blow, incapacitating him enough to prevent any effective defense. The violence intensified as Jody attacked Travis relentlessly, inflicting up to 30 stab wounds and a near-decapitating slash across his neck. The brutal assault culminated with a gunshot to the head, a final act in what appeared to be a rage-fueled onslaught. After the murder, Jody dragged Travis's body back to the shower, attempting to wash away the evidence of her heinous act. In a vain effort to conceal the crime, Jody washed the bloody sheets and clothing, including the camera that held images of their final hours together. A bloody palm print on the wall, mingling her DNA with Travis's, stood as a silent witness to the events, linking her irrevocably to the crime scene. This evidence would later become a crucial part of the case against her, as it illustrated the violent and premeditated nature of her actions. After the murder, Jody Arias meticulously continued to construct her alibi, embarking on a drive to Utah to visit a former co-worker. Her journey took a brief detour when a police officer stopped her for having an upside-down rear license plate, a result of her earlier attempt to make her vehicle less identifiable. She explained the way the oddity is a prank, and when asked about the stain on her hands, she responded by saying it was a result of injuries from gardening mishaps, narrowly avoiding suspicion. Upon returning the rental car, having accumulated nearly 3,000 miles on it, Jody's elaborate plan to distance herself from the crime seemed momentarily secure. Meanwhile, Travis's absence had begun to alarm his friends, especially Mimi Hall, who was puzzled by his uncharacteristic silence, knowing they had plans to travel to Mexico together. This concern led Mimi and a group of Travis's friends to make a grim discovery in his home on June 9th. Behind the locked bedroom door, they found Travis's mutilated body, a sight that shocked and horrified them. Travis's friends instantly made a call to the police to report his frantic death.
A friend of ours is dead in his bedroom. We hadn't heard from him for a while. We think he's dead.
Has he been threatened by anyone recently?
Yes, he has.
Okay.
He has an ex-girlfriend that's been bothering him and following him and slashing tires and things like that.
And do you know the ex-girlfriend's name?
Her name.
We got a guess. Okay, hold on. Listen, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Let me explain something to you. And I know you hear first of all, your daughter don't have a voice over here. Let's be clear about that. Second of all, you're coming over here talking about your grandsons. I want you to know that whatever you say, you can make your grandsons content. And when other people talk about this, they too will talk about them as well. So I don't know if you or them are prepared for that.
Well, that will be at everyone's risk, number one. Number two,
risk?
My grandson is on the phone.
What risk are you talking about?
He don't watch you. He don't know you.
Okay.
And right.
Okay.
And whoever that lady is, Cheryl Stiles, I suppose she paints.
Yeah, you're not gonna say nothing. You're not gonna read.
Yeah, she made a comment saying that she don't know why it is that I'm saying I don't hardly talk to my daughter when she was on the phone. Sweetheart, that was 2024.
So, but hold on, but your behavior, but you're not understanding that your behavior and the way you came on this platform, not just Cheryl, but many people, and I believe most people who have their own reasonable minds probably would actually say that you kind of like didn't have your daughter back, and it showed so much dysfunction. And I think
said I didn't have my daughter back.
I mean, you definitely gave us all the tea and threw her under the bus, whether you realize that or not. So
no, what I did, whether you call it, because she's on the phone, so she can.
No. She has no voice over here. And I just feel like you tainted, and I just feel like you gave us the premium earlier, and now you done let your daughter call you with her gay son, and now they have a plot, and you're trying to like be an intermediate for her to come on my platform, and this is to say that she can't. Like other people, you said that she ain't never gonna stop, and that this is normal behavior. So maybe you can't talk to me with her. This is not a moment, a kumbaya. This is a kumbaya. So if you want to talk to me, like she's not gonna be on the phone. Like this is weird. I was rooting for you. You the one who said that your daughter is despicable and can't nobody stand her. And you said some egregious things about your own daughter in this live stream, and now you're projecting that onto us like it's normal behavior or we're supposed to tolerate it too. I'm not interested in it. I don't think it's content. I think it's harassment. Other people who is not the target probably like think it's content. I'm just not one of them. And those are the people that me personally, I can't rock with. I'm not going to deal with. I'm not going to platform. I'm not going to shout out. I'm not going to share. I'm not interested in that type of content. Like, I think it is what it is. And people also think that you are mentally ill as well. And so for me to keep on having you click my link, talking on mute, looking crazy as all outdoors, some people might actually think that that's just a, you know, a sellout. And so to me, it just says I live rent free in y'all head. And people see this and they're going to judge accordingly. So let's see who she talking to.
Yeah, I'm going to have to, because he going to make me do.
Oh, make you do what? Make you do what?
How you going to do that?
Make you do what?
He over there saying, make it do what? Like he think I'm new to this.
So what are you going to do to me?
People think I'm new to this.
So what are you going to do to me?
Yeah. Oh, hey, baby. Hey, yeah. Yeah, and so I'm interested in this she paints that likes to have hire investigators. Just you can find out.
Do y'all see that? How the mama just came online and gonna help her daughter harass and stalk people. And this is what y'all want on a platform. This can happen to anybody. It's not just a man thing. This is anybody who she infiltrate and get close to. This is Ronnie Doe. And then she wished death and laugh at him. This is denied. This is anybody. Is the money really worth it? Until it become you, huh? Look at that ponytail.
No, I got the phone to my ear. And I got people besides Tiffany on this phone. So go ahead. Because I think you were saying something about I'm talking to Tiffany. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
And this is the mother, y'all.
Mm.
We complimented her. We uplift her. We show her love, grace. She go off camera, hit the plate, then come back acting like it's ridiculous. We need to see this.
Wait, let him finish. Let him finish. Let him finish.
I'm finished. Do you have anything to say to me?
You one dumbass faggot that I ever seen.
Oh wow! Do you hear the homophobia? You know, and first of all, she said something offensive to me, but I just don't want to acknowledge that it was homophobia. And we don't want to do homophobia with the policies and stuff. So her daughter came and showed her vajayjay wide open and her boobs on a platform when she couldn't just separate, have a conversation. And now the mother is saying things because if I'm that, your grandson is that. Your grandson, the one that opened up his cheeks, the 19-year-old one that sneak in grown men that your daughter think is coming over there to holler at her. So, you know, so that F word is something that you really, really need to stop. And I don't condone it. I really don't. And I'm sorry for anybody offended by that. We got to gatekeep these platforms. We got to gatekeep the truth. And just because somebody used that word on your platform, as long as you can tell people you stand against it and educate them about it, then you should be good. So, and I don't play that. Anybody homophobic cannot speak to me as in saying those particular words. And mostly it's just because of platforms, terms, and conditions. Now, if I was on Station Head or just Twitch or whatever, it would have been a different story. But y'all get the picture and the point. Did not drop this cuckoo bird. Okay. Yeah, I think we have heard enough. We've seen enough. And yeah, I want to play with that content. Go ahead if that's what's called content. But do what you do. At this point in time, you know, that's on you. I ain't even going to take it personal if you that desperate.
Jody?
With immediate suspicion cast upon Jody, known to have harassed Travis after their breakup, the discovery of Travis's body and the subsequent notification to his friends and family sent shockwaves through their community. Daniel, one of Jody's close friends in Arizona, decided to call Jody to inform her of Travis's death. Jody's reaction was of distress and disbelief, though her mourning was seen through a lens of suspicion by those aware of her tumultuous relationship with Travis. Jody's decision to attend Travis's memorial service, despite the growing suspicions against her, stunned those in attendance. Her boldness in introducing herself to Mimi and mingling among Travis's grieving loved ones raised eyebrows and fueled whispers about her possible involvement in his death. This action, coupled with her known history with Travis, placed her firmly at the center of the investigation and speculation. 10 days following the grim discovery of Travis Alexander's murder, Mesa, Arizona detectives headed to Northern California to meet with Jodi Arias, who had quickly become their prime suspect. During the interrogation, Jodi's behavior was peculiar. Footage from the session shows her singing and even standing on her head when the police were out of the room. Actions not typically expected from someone in such serious police custody.
I didn't hear you breathe. I wonder how am I still here? The stars are brightly shining. This is the day of our dear Savior's return.
The detectives confronted Jodi with evidence from the digital camera found at the crime scene, including photos of her and Travis together in the day he was murdered, and crucially, images inadvertently captured during the attack. One such photo seemed to depict Travis's bloody body being dragged, implicating Jodi directly in the act. On July 9th, bolstered by this damning evidence, Jodi was indicted for first-degree murder. Following her arrest at her grandparents' house, Jodi's incarceration became a media spectacle, partly due to the controversial Maricopa County Sheriff Joe Arpaio, known for his media-friendly policies. Arpaio allowed journalists to interview Jodi extensively, providing her with a platform that she seemed to relish, despite the gravity of her situation. During this time, Jodi's demeanor and comments to the press revealed her complex personality, showing a woman who seemingly craved the attention, turning her criminal trial into a platform for personal notoriety. In her interactions with the media, Jodi oscillated between victim and celebrity, often appearing more concerned with her newfound fame than the serious charges she faced. She notably participated in a singing contest while in jail, which she won, bragging about this minor victory as if it were a talent show rather than a detention for a severe crime. Initially, Jodi denied her involvement in Travis's death, suggesting ludicrously that two masked intruders were the perpetrators. However, as the case progressed, her narrative shifted dramatically. She then claimed to have been present at the scene, ultimately confessing to killing Travis, but insisting it wasn't self-defense.
Was screaming, and I was by the bathtub. I remember putting my hand on his back because he was on all four of his knees. He was like on his knees like this, doing something like this or something like, I don't know. And I was like, are you okay? What's going on? What's going on? He's like, go get help, go get help. And I said, okay. And I turned around, there were two people there. One was a guy and one was a girl.
A claim that starkly contrasted her earlier denials and added a new layer of complexity to the investigation. This turn in her story transformed the nature of the legal proceedings from a question of who did it to why she did it. During the pre-trial phase for Jodi Arias, legal maneuvers and court orders shaped the build-up to her trial. On April 6, 2009, the court faced a significant motion from Arias' defense team, aiming to disqualify the Maricopa County District Attorney's Office from the case. However, this motion was denied, maintaining the prosecutorial team's involvement. Subsequently, on May 18th, the court mandated that Arias undergo IQ and competency testing, a crucial step to ensure she was fit to stand trial and fully understood the charges against her. This decision underscored the legal system's requirement to treat defendants fairly, ensuring they are capable of participating in their defense. The defense's pursuit of evidence was a pivotal aspect of the pre-trial process. Initially, the prosecution claimed that no text messages sent or received by the victim, Travis Alexander, were available. This stance changed following court orders, leading to the revelation that several hundred text messages existed and needed to be shared with the defense. This moment marked a significant turn in the evidence-gathering phase, raising questions about evidence management and disclosure. Furthermore, in June 2009, Mesa Police Detective Esteban Flores informed the defense about Travis Alexander's emails, stating they were not unusual. The defense eventually received approximately 8,000 emails, a substantial volume that offered a more comprehensive view of Alexander's personal communications and possibly provided insights into his life and relationship with Arias. The trial of Jodi Arias, which captured national attention, began with her representation by appointed counsel L. Kirk Nurmi and Jennifer Wilmot. The proceedings kicked off in the Maricopa County Superior Court, overseen by Judge Sherry K. Steffens. Jury selection commenced on December 10, 2012, marking the start of a trial filled with legal complexities and public scrutiny. During the jury selection process, an issue arose concerning the makeup of the jury panel. Arias' attorneys raised concerns that the proceedings was systematically excluding women and black individuals from the jury. Prosecutor Juan Martinez countered these claims, asserting that his decisions to strike certain jurors were based on factors irrelevant to race or sex. After considering these arguments, Judge Steffens concluded that there was no evidence of bias in the jury selection process and ruled accordingly. During the guilt phase of Jodi Arias' trial, the courtroom was divided by two starkly contrasting narratives. The prosecution depicted Arias as driven by jealousy to murder Travis Alexander, a man they described as virtuous and attempting to distance himself from a toxic relationship. They argued the murder was premeditated, pointing to the staged burglary at Arias' grandparents' home to acquire a .25 caliber handgun, the same type used to kill Alexander. The prosecution further emphasized Arias' calculated measures to obscure her visit to Alexander's residence, including the purchase of gas in advance to avoid leaving a digital trail. Witness Ryan Burns added to the prosecution's portrayal by noting Arias' demeanor as surprisingly normal during her visit to him just a day after Alexander's murder. Despite Arias' claim of injuring her hands on broken glass at a non-existent restaurant, the prosecution's case was punctuated with shocking evidence, including nude photos of Arias and Alexander to challenge the credibility of Arias' defense and character witnesses. Conversely, Arias' defense presented a narrative of self-defense and victimization. Arias took the stand, offering a marathon testimony over 18 days where she recounted alleged abuse by her parents, detailed her sexual relationship with Alexander, and claimed Alexander had pedophilic tendencies she tried to help him address. She described their relationship's escalating violence, culminating in an incident where she allegedly killed Alexander in self-defense after he attacked her. The defense called Alice LaViolette, a psychotherapist specializing in domestic violence, to argue that Arias was a victim of abuse by Alexander. LaViolette's testimony aimed to support Arias' claims to self-defense, suggesting that her reactions were consistent with those of an abuse victim. Attempts by the defense to introduce emails between Alexander and his friends as evidence of his abusive behavior were blocked by the judge, ruling them as hearsay. As time went on, a 2011 court filing shed light on email exchanges that reflected the complexities of their relationship. Travis expressed frustration over the Hughes couple dissuading Arias from pursuing him romantically, revealing Travis's own acknowledgement of being somewhat sociopathic. Chris Hughes, in these emails, warned of Arias' potential to be a victim of Travis's manipulative tendencies, suggesting a pattern of behavior that ended in a contentious split between the Hughes and Arias. The prosecution's narrative was challenged by these revelations, but bolstered by testimony from Hughes and Travis's other girlfriends, who contested the claim of Travis's violent nature, portraying him as nonviolent and amiable. In the psychological battlefield of the courtroom, defense psychologist Richard Samuels presented a theory of Arias suffering from acute stress during the murder, suggesting her memory retention was compromised, entering a fight-or-flight response. His testimony was scrutinized, especially concerning the nature of Arias' stress response to alleged premeditated actions. Samuels also posited that Arias had PTSD, a point contested by the prosecution. Prosecutor Juan Martinez critiqued Samuels for his perceived compassion towards Arias, arguing this affected his professional judgment. In contrast, clinical psychologist Janine DeMart for the prosecution diagnosed Arias with borderline personality disorder, refuting claims of her being an abuse victim or having PTSD. The defense brought psychologist Robert Jeffner to challenge the prosecution's psychological assessment, arguing Arias suffered from an anxiety disorder due to trauma. Jeffner criticized the use of MMPI test for diagnosing personality disorders, advocating instead for the Millen Clinical Multi-Axial Inventory, which Samuels had used. The prosecution countered with forensic neuropsychologist Jill Hayes, who defended the MMPI's utility in diagnosing borderline personality disorder, directly challenging Jeffner's critique. In the climatic moments of the trial, prosecutor Juan Martinez delivered a closing argument that painted Jodi Arias as a deceitful manipulator, reiterating the grave nature of her actions through the vivid presentation of crime scene photographs and pointedly highlighting a text message from Travis Alexander labeling Arias as evil. Martinez aimed to solidify Arias' image in the jury's mind as someone capable of cold, premeditated murder, criticizing her attempts to sway the jury's perception in her favor. Conversely, Arias' defense team urged the jury to look beyond personal biases against Arias, challenging the prosecution's narrative of premeditation as fundamentally flawed. They argued that Arias' actions prior to the murder, her visibility in security cameras, the preservation of gas can receipts, and her overnight stay at Alexander's home, contradicted the idea of a meticulously planned murder, proposing instead that these actions were not indicative of someone on a covert mission to kill. Martinez rebutted by emphasizing the brutal nature of Alexander's death, describing it as a slaughter, to underscore the severity and intent behind Arias' actions. This back and forth set a starkly divided stage for the jury's deliberation. Throughout the trial, the jury's composition shifted due to various reasons. One juror was dismissed for misconduct, another for health reasons, and a third following an arrest for DUI, highlighting the intense and unpredictable nature of the trial proceedings. In their final instructions, jurors were told they could convict Arias of first-degree murder if they individually concluded that she had either premeditated the murder or committed it in the course of a felony. After 15 hours of careful deliberation, a decisive verdict was reached. Jodi Arias was found guilty of first-degree murder, with unanimous agreement on premeditation and a majority recognizing felony murder as well.
It is ordered. The defendant shall be incarcerated in the Department of Corrections for the rest of her natural life with no possibility of parole.
The verdict's announcement was met with emotional relief from Alexander's family, who embraced each other in response to the long-awaited justice. Meanwhile, the atmosphere outside the courtroom mirrored the family's relief, with crowds cheering and chanting, marking the end of a trial that had captivated public attention with its dramatic turns and deeply contentious arguments. After Jodi Arias was convicted of first-degree murder, the trial moved into the aggravation phase, where the prosecution needed to demonstrate that the murder was executed in a particularly cruel, heinous, or depraved manner to qualify Arias for the death penalty. This phase commenced on May 15, 2013, with the proceedings focused intently on the nature of Travis Alexander's death. The key testimony came from the medical examiner who conducted Alexander's autopsy. This phase was stark in its simplicity and gravity, with no array of witnesses, just the detailed and clinical recounting of the injuries that led to Alexander's death. Arias' defense team, having previously expressed a desire to withdraw from the case due to the strain of the prolonged legal battle, participated minimally, offering brief statements. They suggested that the adrenaline surging through Alexander's body during the attack might have dulled the pain of his fatal injuries, an argument aimed at mitigating the perceived cruelty of the crime. Prosecutor Juan Martinez, in a poignant display meant to drive home the brutality of the murder, presented the jury with graphic photos of Alexander's body and the crime scene. In a particularly dramatic moment, Martinez paused for 2 minutes of silence during his closing arguments, intending to give the jury a real-time sense of how long it took for Alexander to die. A powerful and somber illustration meant to convey the prolonged suffering involved. The jury, after less than 3 hours of deliberation, concluded that the murder carried out by Arias met the legal criteria for cruelty, making her eligible for the death penalty. This swift decision reflected the impact of the evidence presented during this phase, particularly the visceral nature of the crime scene images and the testimony regarding Alexander's suffering. The penalty phase of Jodi Arias' trial commenced on May 16, 2013, with the prosecution seeking to underscore the severity of her actions by calling Travis Alexander's family members to share victim impact statements. These emotionally charged statements aim to convey the profound loss and suffering caused by Arias' crime, influencing the jury towards considering the death sentence. On May 21st, Arias herself addressed the court in an allocution where she shifted from her previous inclination towards the death penalty to pleading for life imprisonment. Arias articulated a newfound perspective, claiming her initial death penalty preference was made without full understanding and acknowledging the additional grief her execution would bring to her family. Displaying a t-shirt emblazoned with the word survivor, Arias proposed selling such merchandise to benefit domestic abuse victims and mentioned her contributions of hair donations to Locks of Love as evidence of her positive actions while in jail. In subsequent media interactions, including a joint interview with the Arizona Republic and NBC's Today, Arias expressed uncertainty about the jury's impending decision on her sentence. She articulated feelings of betrayal by the jury's conviction and described the surreal nature of facing the verdict, emphasizing the emotional toll on her family. On May 23rd, the sentencing phase of Jodi Arias' trial culminated in a deadlock, with the jury unable to unanimously agree on the death penalty, leading to an 8-4 vote on its favor. This division among the jurors reflected the profound difficulty and emotional toll of deciding a life or death sentence, and the mistrial declaration underscored the intense pressure and complexity of the case. Jury foreman Zervakis later expressed the jury's distress, noting their exhaustion and the shock of not reaching a conclusive end, feeling as though they had not fulfilled their duty, highlighting the immense burden placed on them during this arduous process. In the wake of the hung jury, discussions about the next steps ensued. Montgomery, representing the prosecution, remained optimistic about the possibility of seating an impartial jury for a new trial. He hinted at the potential for negotiation, suggesting the victim's family might consent to a life sentence without parole, avoiding another emotionally charged trial. The defense highlighted the contention surrounding Arias' mental state, pointing out the paradox of seeking the death penalty for a defendant deemed mentally ill by the state's own psychologist and who had no previous criminal record. This argument aimed to challenge the pursuit of the death penalty, positioning Arias' case within broader debates about capital punishment and mental health. Arias herself, amidst these legal and ethical debates, stood by her belief in the criminal justice system while expressing skepticism about the feasibility of finding unbiased jurors for a new trial, given the extensive media coverage her case had received. Throughout the Jodi Arias trial, her defense attorneys filed multiple motions for mistrial, particularly in January, April, and May of 2013, pointing to various alleged procedural and testimonial issues. In January, the defense contended that Mesa Police Detective Esteban Flores had committed perjury during a 2009 pretrial hearing, which was crucial for deciding whether the death penalty could be pursued. Flores initially testified that Travis Alexander had been shot before being stabbed, based on his scene review and discussions with the medical examiner. However, this sequence was later contradicted by the medical examiner's testimony during the trial, suggesting the gunshot likely occurred post-stabbing and would have incapacitated Alexander, challenging the sequence of events Flores described. In May, the defense's motion highlighted that one of their witnesses had withdrawn from testifying due to receiving death threats, echoing earlier concerns where another defense witness, Alice Laviolette, also faced threats. These incidents were presented as part of a broader claim of an intimidating environment that compromised.
Let's end this on a bang. Bang, 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 bang.
No lie about me, and I won't tell truths about you.
That's what I figured out. You niggas just can't get in the shit. Yeah, we streaming on both ends. And yes, that last one with the hamburger pussy, it's on the backup. They can do what they want with the backup. It's up there. It's Dolby Digital, bitch. You and your hamburger pussy and asshole. You's a wackadoodle, bitch. You're a wackadoodle. You're a wackadoodle. You're a wackadoodle. Let me tell you something, you Christian witch. You're a Christian witch, and you're unstable. And what I heard, bitch, I watched you. You need to go and get on your Wellbutrin. But let me tell you what I'm going to do for you with your troll page making ass. I'm going to ban you, and then I'm going to drag you, bitch. Bye, ho. And then now while you're listening, you obsessed ass, Brillo pad, washing ass, bitch. Let me tell you what I'm going to do for you. Your ass. Let me tell you for you troll page. And let me go ahead and ban this other bitch. I'm going to ban you too, bitch. Get your crazy ass up out of here, too. Get your psychedelic ass up out of here. That nigga knew what he was doing when he brought you to me. Kai now was the goddamn appetizer, bitch. I'm the main course, ho. You brought your ass over here to fuck with me and show me your hamburger pussy and asshole. I didn't ask for that tuna salad. I don't eat tuna, bitch. I don't like coochie. Are you crazy? You sit up there with that chewed up ass and pussy coming up here trying to flash that shit. No, bitch. Show that to your nigga. That's your problem. That's why your pussy and shit all on the Snapchats. That's why your coochie all on the Snapchats and back chats, bitch. He knew what he was doing. He literally had I saw you, nigga. And I told Kai and them. They were the first line of defense. I told y'all this nigga was coming. I literally told y'all. Y'all gonna let this nigga, he's about to take over your shit. He sees. Y'all, this nigga is not stupid. The nigga is not dumb. He see y'all is low on content. He know y'all have nothing going on. Y'all got to stop the rope. Oh my God. And nigga, they let you do it again. Motherfucker. And now I got to clean up the mess. Nigga, and you ain't shit. I'm telling you that now, nigga. Oh, I'm gonna get you back. I'm gonna get you back, motherfucker. You done put this crazy hole on me? Don't worry about it, nigga. I'm gonna put a crazy hole on you. I'm gonna match your ass. Oh, motherfucker. I got you. This country nigga. Oh, we at war, and y'all don't even know about it. He laughing. That nigga is over there chuckling like a fuck. Nigga, I can't stand your ass. You Jamaican, Floridan. You nigga, you just glad you look good and you look better than them nigga. I can't even say you a ugly motherfucker. You sneaky motherfucker. And you over there snickling, you some bitch. I tell you what, nigga, your fine ass, I got your ass. I'm gonna get your fucking ass. I'm telling you, I am going to light your ass up like the 4th of fucking July. You better goddamn believe it. It's goody bitch. Exactly what he was getting into, and this is what I tried to protect Kai and them from. I'm gonna take this one because y'all did exactly, Mel, Kai, y'all did exactly what y'all was supposed to do. Let me tell you something. You dump truck driving, you rucker trucker head asshole. Let me tell you something. You can get on every page that you can think of, bitch. I done dealt with every bald-headed hoe in the lexicon. I'm not even gonna block you, bitch. I'm gonna let your obsessive ass go at it. Okay, you're a crazy hoe. Go get in your next Tonka truck. That Tonka truck is out. Go get in another one. Mangy nut. You crazy asshole. You better go drop some sand, bitch, and get the fuck from around here. He led you to every pussy nigga first before he led you to me. I guarantee you, bitch, we gonna burn every single one of them pages the fuck out. Get the fuck from around here, bitch. Get the fuck from around here. And nigga, you done bought that crazy hoe over here to fuck with a real one. And she's gonna fucking find out. Bitch, we don't give a fuck. Ho. We don't give a fuck. We don't need your money, bitch. We don't need shit over here. That nigga knew what he was doing. He came to his dad's house, so he knew what the fuck he was doing. He literally laid the breadcrumbs. That nigga, I told y'all to get the fuck out the way. I knew what you was doing, nigga. And you're wrong, nigga. And you know you're wrong. And you been wrong, motherfucker. But that's all right. You brought that crazy hoe to my doorstep. That's okay. Because guess what, bitch? We're gonna make it clap around this bitch, ho. We don't give a fuck, ho. I want you to know that. We don't give a fuck in Georgia, bitch. Bring your ass here, ho. I guarantee. You can talk about the GDs, the BDs, the ATTPs, the BBDs, the CDWBs, the SWVs, the NWA. You can talk about all that shit. We don't give a fuck about your baby daddies, your baby's daddies, your baby daddies, mammies. We don't give a fuck about none of that over here. You got some pressure with that nigga, you better take it with him in sheep pants. But don't bring your ass down here, bitch. He done ran his ass down here to me because he's tired of you. Leave that nigga alone. Leave him alone. He don't want nothing to do with you. Him and 82 been goddamn body-minding your ass around you too, bitch. Go sit the fuck down and take your Wellbutrin. You say that Wellbutrin make you feel good. Ain't that's what you said, bitch? Why you sitting up here trying to show your hamburger meat ass pussy on my live stream, bitch? You'll never get a chance to talk over here no more, you tater head ass. So didn't you say that Wellbutrin make you feel good, bitch? Ain't that's what you said? You said that Wellbutrin made you feel good.
Lie detector determined.
It's not enough. It's not enough, bitch. You can skip a dose of that Wellbutrin. You can take 2 Wellbutrin at a time, and bitch, you're still up here chasing that nigga on the internet. You still chasing that nigga on the internet. The Wellbutrin ain't enough. You lied. You lied, bitch. It's not enough. The Wellbutrin is not enough, bitch. And you're up here with the fuck shit. And that's why you up here fucking with me. He don't follow the knot over here. Don't follow him over here. He knew what he was doing when he brought you over here. You gotta take your ass back over to where them other stops. But that nigga brought you over. Look at the goats. The goats is in the building, bitch. They lured you into hell. Don't bring your ass over here, bitch. And they knew that. That nigga knew what he was doing from Jump Street. I tried to stop Kai and them from Jump. I told you the nigga had financial problems and leave him alone. I thought that would be enough for y'all to leave him alone, but you still wouldn't listen. And your niggas done did this to me. I tried. You think them niggas, look at them. See what you did to me, Kai, Mel? Where the fuck y'all niggas at? Nah, I told y'all this shit was gonna happen. I told y'all. Them motherfuckers, look, they galloping all up through this motherfucker. Where is Shrek when you need him? Because all these goats and donkeys is running through this motherfucker. Where is Mel? Where is Kai? I told y'all to stop the fuck shit and leave this shit alone. But I guess the queen got to do her job. You know what?
It's good.
In a picture of this pussy, let him get a sneak. My pen gets that I'm.
Hello? Is it me or is Goody cutting out, you guys?
Niggas is trying every fucking thing they can. Them niggas is coming for me. God damn. Like, get up off of me. He is.
What happened?
For a minute. Them niggas is, ooh, nigga. Pay my $44.99. These hoes trying to beat me like down like a free bitch. I don't even know what the fuck going on. You two don't know what the fuck to do. Y'all nigga about to break the algorithm. The nigga is okay. He over here with me. You know I'm Goody the Veil, nigga. They don't want us to never talk, nigga. So this ain't never supposed to happen. So go ahead and do your thing, cause I know the whole crazy.
I want the audience to know how ill she is. She would go to Kimmie and you see how she be talking like she's a white woman and all nice and manipulating people.
No. She said that you just sent somebody to do a SWAT on her, and she said that you the only nigga that know her address. No. But at the same time, hold on, bro. At the same time, the bitch say her mama and her sons and them don't play about her. How does that work? If your mama and your son don't play about you, they'll know where you at, ain't it? Mm-hmm. So how in the hell is it that you the only nigga that know where she at?
And then on top of that, her son was finna beat her brains out with an iron one day. She was running and crying. They don't like her. Nobody likes her.
Did they see the footage that you somebody put up of her and Ronnie, her mama coming up? They trying to justify her shit back in the day. Did they see that?
Yes, they have seen
it.
The
bitch is crazy. I tried to tell him. I told him you was crazy, just like I'm crazy. But that hoe is another crazy.
She suffered from Euromania. Euromania is a disorder where she believed that we're in
crazy, crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's in court records. Tiffany Davis.
They don't see it because and then 82 is another fuck that nigga. Fuck him. He ain't even nobody to work. But this crazy bitch got to be dealt with. Did you see the way she flipped on Kanye?
Wait.
Nigga, yes. I know they don't. The nigga, you saw it. I told you
last night or the day before.
I told you. I told him you was up here. I ain't gonna lie to you, nigga. I told him you was up here for the bread. And that's not a lie. You up here for the bread. This bitch, though, you up here for the bread.
It was a heterosexual male getting a pap smear in his booty.
His booty. Why would the last time I checked?
Yes, Lady T.
Hi, friends. I'm Scott Giles, a consulting hypnotist and a life coach, and welcome to Saturday at 2:30, a little video podcast that I run every Saturday at 2:30, talking about some aspect of coaching or the hypnotic arts and sciences. Today, I'm doing a topic that is going to be of interest probably mostly to my hypnotic colleagues, although others may find it interesting. I'm going to talk about what's known as erotomania, the illusion that someone loves you. And it is a problem, a growing problem that we are seeing in the helping professions for reasons I'll explain. A person who is in the grip of this problem concocts an elaborate fantasy that they are certain there's some other person who's in love with them but prevented from expressing that love directly. And everything is interpreted as a sign of this. A perfectly ordinary glance, the person may think that this person's always following me with his eyes or her eyes, but actually the other person's on their cell phone all the time. Everything is recruited in the service of the illusion. This has a more technical name, the Chambeau syndrome. It was first described by the physician of that name in 1885. It usually takes two forms. A younger woman who believes that an older, more successful man is passionately in love with her, but not able to express that, or a man of any age believing that an extremely attractive woman is interested in him, but prevented from expressing that attraction. It can persist. In the literature, there is cases that have gone on for 25 years, or it can be a series that the person with the erotomania recruits one person to have this illusion about, and then finally that runs out of energy, they recruit another one, and that goes until it runs out of energy, and then they have more. It certainly can be part of a larger mental health issue. In fact, some people consider this to be schizophrenia light because it could be a powerful delusion. And the real thing that's of interest to me, and the reason why the incidence may be increasing, is antidepressant medication appears to make the problem worse. So the vast overprescription of antidepressant medication in our society may be contributing to the rise of people who find themselves in the grip of this illusion. Now, examples. John Hinckley Jr., the person who attempted to assassinate President Ronald Reagan, did so because he was convinced that actress Jodie Foster loved him and he was trying to impress her. David Letterman, the talk show host of some years back, had a real problem with this in his life, where the woman who had the erotomania actually stalked him and would try to break into his house. Those are good examples. Now, what it's not. Every human being alive has probably had the experience of liking someone and thinking that that other person was also interested when they weren't. Most of us, as part of our maturation process, learn how to reality test that and hopefully get that corrected before we make a fool out of ourselves. That's not erotomania. Erotomania is when the conviction that there's an attraction that's mutual persists, even despite repeated attempts to correct it. Now, a person who has this illusion can be just crushed when the object of their illusion does something like have a child or gets engaged or gets married, and that can very quickly escalate into a desire to take revenge on that person. Now, the reason I'm identifying this as something that hypnotists should pay attention to is I happen to be the chairman of the ethics committee of the National Guild of Hypnotists. And one of the things that we do see is that sometimes a person will be convinced their hypnotist is in love with them, but prevented from expressing that because our code of ethics prohibits a romantic relationship between a practitioner and a client. And that person in the grip of this illusion may escalate attempts to try to break down that ethical barrier. And we can get into a difficult situation where the practitioner sets a hard limit. And at that point, the person with the illusion escalates into revenge. And that can get really scary really fast. People who have this problem can have it so intently that they lose the ability to differentiate between reality and fantasy. They can actually imagine sexual encounters with the object of their fantasy that never actually happened, but which they remember as real. I actually know a case where the person insisted that this person had been with them sexually at the same time he was provably 1,000 miles away. But as far as that person was concerned, it was real. Sometimes you can even get things like hysterical pregnancies, where a woman's body mimics all the symptomatology of a pregnancy without actually being pregnant. And they're convinced that the object of their fantasy was the father of this non-existent child. When you talk to these people, what should cause a red light to go off on your dashboard is when you attempt appropriate boundary and limit setting and attempts continue to batter that boundary down. And when innocent coincidences like your phone number or your license plate number or the color of the car you're driving are interpreted by the other person as subtle clues of an affection to them. If that happens, you know you're in trouble, and you have to figure out a way to detach from this relationship. Now, consulting hypnotists sometimes get into difficulty with this one because we often don't recognize that it's happening to us. Psychotherapists, actually helping professionals of all kinds, experience something called transference. That is, a person who wants us to be able to help them will often unconsciously transfer to that person the qualities they believe that person needs to have to be able to help them. So, for example, a person who's having a problem with his mother might seek out a female therapist and then unconsciously imagine that this therapist is sort of like his mother, and but he can have a healthy relationship with this therapist. That's well bounded. That's appropriate. That's nurturing appropriately and helpful. So the ability of us to transfer the authority to the helping professional that we need the professional to have to be able to help us is a healing thing in the mind. It allows us to work out our issues with someone who isn't able to be present, may even be dead. The psychotherapists tend to become extremely sensitive to what kind of transference they're picking up from their client. And their reaction to it, called countertransference, is controlled by that understanding. Also, psychotherapists tend to work in what's called a supervisory relationship. They tend to be periodically meeting with a colleague, often a senior colleague, to review their cases. And the senior colleague has the opportunity to say, wait a minute, what's going on here? Take a look at this. And can give an early warning that something may be going awry. Consulting hypnotists, on the other hand, tend to work in isolation, or at least if we have colleagues around us, we're not usually getting together to talk about the cases that we're working with. And so we can be sitting ducks for this. A client can have this illusion, this erotomanic illusion about us, and be quite far gone into it before it gets through our thick head what's going on, and we realize it. And then we have to find some way to bring this under control. And it's extremely hard to bring under control. And the longer you wait, the harder it's going to be. Harsh confrontation to the person who is in the grips of the illusion is going to result in escalation almost every time. Revenge-seeking, stalking, all kinds of things. Yep. Gentle confrontation also tends not to work because that just gets interpreted as loving behavior trying to guide the person away from a romantic relationship that is, they believe, is actually still welcome. The only way to deal with it that I've ever seen working, and I want to do a caveat, I've never been the target of this myself, in part because I come to consulting hypnotism from the pastoral care and counseling community, and I was always required to have a supervisor. But the only way I've ever seen anyone successfully deal with this is to run. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Ghost on them. End the relationship. Block them. Don't respond to their emails. Don't return their phone calls. Offer no reinforcement at all. Because if any behavior you reinforce in this situation, you will get more of. So if you reinforce the illusion by responding compassionately, you're reinforcing it, and you're going to get more of it. If you reinforce it negatively by opposing pointedly, that's still reinforcement. You're giving them your attention, and you're going to get more of it. The only thing to do is to just simply stop. Go completely neutral.
He ain't going nowhere.
Yeah,
Daddy, I'm gonna have to troll him again and raise my boosty. I don't care what he say. We married, y'all. We are virtually married. Okay, I'm gonna be Delulu. Now I'm about to go back on my Delulu stuff that y'all want to play. Then his wife's still gonna be on here. How about that? Okay, I'm about to go get us some rings. And just for y'all playing with him, I'm definitely keeping this tattoo. I may cover up my sides because I don't want nothing. I want everything to be him, be the focal point right there. So everything that come out my mouth, y'all know the not still speaking it. It's right here, large and in charge. And guess that cock is definitely big. Yes, won't he do it? Woo! Yes, God. Y'all better quit playing with him. Y'all got me messed up. The not live. Long live the not. Don't play with him. He ain't going nowhere. Okay? Lady T, Queen Denat is activated. Daddy gonna come back. Daddy coming back. Okay? Shit, I ain't used my rose in 24 hours. Got me messed up. I need Daddy. I'm about to go and recycle these old videos. You know, I could have sworn he said, when he was on his little BS, he had said that one time on his channel that that's when he gave out the She number because he a hater. When he gave out the little 1-800 line that everybody can call. I heard y'all hoes was calling my man, making it pop. Doing too much that night. Okay. That he said, we pay a couple dollars, do some strange things for a change on the phone, Ninja. I'm paid up for 2 years. Where is my call? Okay? Hotline does not express SEX. I need my time. I need my time. Okay? I can't reclaim my funds. I need my time, sir. Daddy. I was already in New York and I was so mad. I told my mom, I was like, bro, I was so mad that I did not know that this didn't deliver till Monday because it was so last minute when he gave me the pickup. So I just had to fly and get the freaking Bronx. I'm like, bro, she was like, no, you need to get out of New York because, child, I would have parked right over there next to that stadium where they got that big old truck.
I was in New York during the Diddy trial.
Would have took that on train and would have out there. Where's Daddy? Reclaiming that ass. Bring that ass here, boy. I don't give a fuck.
Y'all can make fun of me. Can't nobody make fun of me more than myself because I don't care. I just cannot hate this man. I can literally want to wring his neck, but I still love him and I don't care. I am obsessed and I'm going to continue to be obsessed. I'm going to continue to harass. Okay. He cracking me up talking about all the emails. Nigga, you said on the live, Lady T in love. Oh, he was so cute. I remember exactly what he had on. He had that black shirt on with them little angel things all over there. He had them little twisted things over there looking mad as hell. He gonna talk about. He said, Lady T in love with me. She be sending me some of the crazy.
The only way to deal with it that I've ever seen working, and I want to do a caveat, I've never been the target of this myself, in part because I come to consulting hypnotism from the pastoral care and counseling community, and I was always required to have a supervisor. But the only way I've ever seen anyone successfully deal with this is to run. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Ghost on them, end the relationship, block them, don't respond to their emails, don't return their phone calls, offer no reinforcement at all.
Over here looking over another man's ooh-ah. I'm just saying. Y'all better leave my man alone. I'm playing with him. But anyways, put the word out. We need daddy back. I'm gonna have to get shirts. I need to see what I want him to say. Well, then I love to stroke go.
This low life, slow dying ass, faggot ass motherfucking bitch.
We don't condone hate speech or anything. We're just giving you guys the message and the content from this particular individual who sounds and acts very similar to her own mother.
Is recruiting to join his crusade because I believe when you cut off the head of the snake, the rest fall. Because for real, nobody gives a fuck about our dumbass drama. That's facts. But they'll entertain it on both sides depending on which one they're cool with at the moment. You bitch ass nigga. Ho not. I am begging for you to bring your ass to my city. I don't give a fuck that I say it online. Because guess what? I'll still be online to talk about it. Bitch! So bring your pussy ass, you fuck nigga. And I want you to have that same motherfucking energy. And just since you like to keep talking about the fact that I reside next to the sheriff, well, I won't here soon. And I'll make sure I don't start my new lease at my new place and I'll stay the fuck off the motherfucking grid, bitch, until your ass is handled. Ho!
The only way to deal with it that I've ever seen working, and I want to do a caveat, I've never been the target of this myself, in part because I come to consulting hypnotism from the pastoral care and counseling community, and I was always required to have a supervisor. But the only way I've ever seen anyone successfully deal with this is to run. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Ghost on them, end the relationship, block them, don't respond to their emails, don't return their phone calls, offer no reinforcement at all. Because if any behavior you reinforce in this situation, you will get more of. So if you reinforce the illusion by responding compassionately, you're reinforcing it and you're going to get more of it. If you reinforce it negatively by opposing pointedly, that's still reinforcement. You're giving them your attention and you're going to get more of it.
Excuse
the only
me,
thing to do is
my
to just
throat
simply
is dry.
stop.
I need a little parched. A lot of that tea, especially in the beginning, when I had my first channel that I told you I deleted that had almost 1 million motherfucking impressions. Oh yeah, and I remembered. I was like, damn, when Victoria was sending me these links, they sent me all that stuff. She was sending me some other page of yours, and she was like, I think that he made a new page. This is when your channel first got taken. I'm like, girl, I don't care. And I said, no, this looks old because he looks young. Whatever. And so when she sent me something else, I was like, girl, I had already synced that because that's
Interesting. You got some other stuff.
they just
Okay, yeah, this is her content. She want to be famous. Let's just make you famous in one video. Your mother here, your antics, the court documents, the diagnosis.
just take your shit without no merit. But I'm getting my shit back because there was definitely no fucking nudity. The fuck? As soon as that shit went down to zero, I was like, look at these miserable hoes.
Damn, look how she look. That's crazy. Oh, that is so crazy. Driving a truck. Oh, making death threats right here.
turn around. No. We're not, because I'm gonna kill you over principle. I don't give a fuck about the internet or the police. I promise you. What you're not gonna do is think that I've never let a straight nigga play with me like that. I don't give a fuck about being used, or if a nigga, whatever. When you go out of your way and ask for something and then come out here and try to act like I did something because of what you asked for.
Nah, you pick and choose. You do things to buy time, to invade, to infiltrate. You're just a horrible person. Here's another threat.
Cases. I let the white side come out.
Okay, so yeah, she just bragged about how when she go to jail, talk to the police, or get on other people's platform, acting like she's a victim. What she do?
Cases. I let the white side come out. Okay. How I beat all my cases. I let the white side come out. Cases. I let the white side come out. How I beat all my cases. I let the white side come out.
Okay, that's definitely a threat. Let's see.
Internet. Whoever the detective is for the Quran camp case.
Yeah, speaking.
Yes, so I'm sure you probably have gotten a lot of calls. I had called, my name is Tiffany Davis. I had called the night when it first happened, when there was a lot of speculation online because we wasn't sure if it was, factual or not. And that was the last time I even had any interaction with anyone. And I did reach out to the mother and try to send her things that, because I used to speak to him virtually, that I had on my phone. However, I'm really getting just irritated, and I really feel like it's probably not the perfect place for me to care about my feelings, but it's overwhelming when I'm online and I have a whole bunch of people online saying nasty, false things in regards to me.
So uncalled for. Happen.
Nothing you got going on, but what we're not about to do is act like you don't want back and forth. Talk about forced engagement, and then you keep. I'm not no stalker.
Yes, you are. You stalk everybody, including your own mother and your own kids, and it's all here.
If I was a stalker,
you're a stalker.
Like I said, I'm not a stalker. Unless
you are a stalker. You are.
'Cause I can't.
Give me 1 second. What else? This channel has some good stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link to this channel. Since I thought we was gonna be able to promote the mother channel, but she came over here, hitting lines and shit. I get her to calm down, drop all the tea. Then next thing you know, she crunk right back up, acting crazy as hell and shit. Go and hit a line, come out playing with her nose. Yeah. So part 2, Tales of the Cuckoo Bird. It's a lot. So much. I'm finally giving you my attention.
Shit I did with Ronnie. Sent his ass money, believed in him, felt bad, whatever the fuck. You don't get dragged. Motherfucker, she paints bitch ass. She spent, motherfuckers dragged me over a couple of dollars. I mean, I ain't gonna say $3,200.
I don't even know if you sent that much. And I would give it back, but I just feel like the aggravation and everything you put me through, I think you actually owe me double what you gave me. And I'm not talking about including what you actually gave me. $3,200, you give me $6,400, we can have a conversation. All right? Mm-hmm. Cause that's the only way. But let me finish out this video. Court documents have diagnosed her. She tried to lie and say that she was of an age to differentiate herself from Tiffany Davis in the Supreme Court. Her mother said she 43 in the same date of birth, February, like the top of February, and that year match your age. So that is you with erotomania disorder in the court of law. And what's so crazy is your mother clicked this link right after I got through showing the court document about having erotomania. And she never even addressed it, which means that it was true. And then second of all, you try to lie and say you called the court and called the DA office and they say that's a white woman. The court of law does not have any color, that colorblinded the paper, that's you, ma'am. And if it's not, it need to be you because it's too close for comfort for me, my supporters, and everybody. And since you get away with all your crimes by letting the white side come out, let's see what this white man got to say about your actual antics.
And I want to do a caveat. I've never been the target of this myself, in part because I come to consulting hypnotism from the pastoral care and counseling community, and I was always required to have a supervisor. But the only way I've ever seen anyone successfully deal with this is to run. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Ghost on them, end the relationship, block them, don't respond to their emails, don't return their phone calls, offer no reinforcement at all. Because if any behavior you reinforce in this situation, you will get more of. So if you reinforce the illusion by responding compassionately, you're reinforcing it and you're going to get more of it. If you reinforce it negatively by opposing pointedly, that's still reinforcement. You're giving them your attention and you're going to get more of it. The only thing to do is to just simply stop. Go completely neutral. Certainly end the professional relationship. Thank you very much. I don't think I can help you anymore. Let me refer you to a colleague I think is a better match or whatever. But you provide no reinforcement and eventually that will help the illusion extinguish if anything is going to. These are extremely awkward, difficult, and dangerous situations for a helping professional to get into. So you want to keep an eye peeled for a helping relationship that this hasn't started to happen. You want to ask yourself intentionally, are the boundaries here good? Does it feel appropriate? Or is something becoming inappropriately energized? And when it does, the very first sign, you set a limit, you set a boundary, and then you watch and see if it's respected. And if it's not, danger, red light flashing, and take care of yourself that way. Okay, well, thank you very much for your time and attention this week. I'll be back Saturday, 2:30 next week, and talking about something else. And I'm going to be talking about those people who try to manipulate other people by guilt tripping. And I'm sure all of us have met people in our lives who are travel agents for guilt trips.
And so, in a nutshell, he spoke eloquently about Erotomania. So he did. The only way to rid yourself of people that have thoughts and ideas of pleasure and love and intimacy with someone that they don't know, parasocial relationships, whether they're suffering, whether they've been diagnosed with it or not, I have no choice but to see these idiots like this, literally. It even goes as far as someone pulling up to shoot up Rihanna's house because they think their husband is infatuated with Rihanna. Literally. It's crazy out here in these streets. And so I have the right to differentiate and separate myself from people. There's a sector of people who feel like she can be used as content despite all, and they're going to use it as content. But to protect my peace and my space, just because I decide to move away from you and vocalize about something that may have hurt my feelings or whatever, does not mean that there's beef. But, I'm the type of person to where if you do some to me, you ain't gonna talk to me, ain't gonna come back around my community. And so with someone like Tiffany and 82, who's a liar and a predator, both of them to me feel like have erotomania disorder, stemming with and mixed with other mental health disorders that I don't have to deal with. We all got mental health issues. We all got whatever we got going on. How you handle yourself and conduct yourself is what's actually important. Like literally, you can't discriminate against people. You learn how to deal with and tolerate. But with certain personalities coming out like Mr. 82 and Tiffany Davis, I got to run. I cannot be in community with anybody that they have attachment to. I can't. It's not good. It's not healthy. People like that probably actually feel like, well, if I'm cool with Kai and Kai has a connection with Denat telepathically, because again, these people typically don't know you, never met you. She feels like because she can talk to Kai that there's still some type of hope of connection between us, and she's good with that. She's literally in her brain thinking like, oh, Kai is connected to Denat, and let me figure out how to influence him with money, with talking white and acting white, on that bullshit and buying gifted memberships and paying them for boxes of chicken and stuff. They feel like that's okay. There's people that are actually going to do that. It has happened so many times to me. And usually, like I said, I don't come out here explaining shit. I just go the golf. Okay, but I got time on the intellectual tip. Your ass is wrong. Okay, people see who you are. I don't expect her to stop. But what I do expect is if you're a content creator and you think that you're mad at me and by antagonizing me and doing these things is going to bring you closer to me, it's not. It's not. It's not. I'm petty. I'm 50 Cent petty. That's my counsel brother. You won't have access to me for years. I will watch you suffer. watch you get bled dry, watch people lie on you, and I won't open my mouth to do nothing to defend you because I run this shit, and that's what you need to motherfucking know. Okay? So, that's what it is. I don't have to come out here and crash out and do all this other stuff that's fun and funny. I can save that type of energy and that type of crash out covering what the fuck I want to cover. Trending topics, celebrity gossip news and shit. I'm going to intellectually, factually, punctually shred you niggas in one video, and that's it. You like what? I don't care what you have to say. All I know is everybody watching this video, you say you love me, you wouldn't fuck with these people because I don't fuck with them. They're crazy. They think because you fuck with them, they still got a connection to me, especially my moderators and shit. Now, y'all can do whatever y'all want to do, but don't be engaged with nobody who's harming me. It looks weird to the general public. And I think we need to care about protecting our public image and likeness. And I'm not no bitch ass nigga. So no, you cannot support this one and me. You cannot support somebody who's telling other people not to send me money, not to support me, not to watch me, telling people lies about me, trying to force engagement with me because they are stalkers. You got to get the fuck away from me with that shit. That go for content creators, subscribers, anybody. Okay, the owl, you ain't wise. When I was in jail, you played with me and King Payne told me about that. I blocked you, didn't make an issue out of it. You caught me on Kimmie's platform and made an issue out of it. And I was being nice to you. And I unblocked it. You did it again. That's it. You're dumb. Anybody platform a stalker because she didn't give them money or whatever, then that's just what it is. Just know that you have crossed the boundary. And any of my supporters, it don't even matter if it's a moderator that's giving me however much or little or none at all, bitch. If you want to rock with these people like Tiffany and like the 82, it confuses, it dilutes my brand, it forces engagement, and it's like bad. It means y'all don't fuck with me because y'all show up and show out, buy memberships to hear they lies, talking about my personal life and my personal relationships with people that they've only known and seen come across my platform, and that's it. And y'all pay for that because curiosity killed the cat. Just go ask Corinne.
Oh, Lord.
So yeah, this is my boundary. Like, I can't tell y'all who to watch and who not to watch. Some of these stalkers probably get a little traction, but just be sure that you know that I don't fuck with them. If I'm not trending on the blogs, why are they talking about me? Every community violation should be and needs to be reported. Got to protect this community that we're building over here. Okay, and anybody on the fence, like anybody get drunk, like Tanika, whoever, you owe me a public apology. And if you ain't gonna give me that a public apology, then you just not coming back over here. Either way, I'm not gonna feel any different. Whether you apologize or don't, you won't have no access. And if you do apologize, I still ain't gonna feel no type of way because that apology should be for you. For why you're a grown woman waking up like you brush your teeth with alcohol, gossiping, and playing with people online, and then pushing a narrative, acting like you're a supporter. You're disgusting. You're low vibrational. And don't ever come around my community until you publicly apologize. And I said, but I said, ain't no need to discover or unpack any of these details. Just show your true colors, because I've been blocked you. Trying to holler at my moderator. What's up, Deanna? Thank you for being here. You know what? You know what? I know you got your problems with Good Utopia. See, don't y'all see how respectful I'm being? I'm saying people's name. I'm really trying this again. Cause see, I don't give a fuck about being way over here and ignoring the whole community. Y'all know I'll get ghosts on the real quick and build elsewhere, you know, since Clubhouse. But, you know, Deanna, I was over on Goody's platform and she spoke. She said, you know what? She called you a little name and I had to tell her, hey, don't be saying that about Deanna. Deanna was around me yesterday, you see? And she was like, Deanna told you not to hook up and not to meet up with AT2, and look what it is. But that lady was rocking with you. And I was thinking, I'm like, you're a funk ass bitch, because if you knew she was good for me and rocking with me, why was you running Beverly Hill Billy content, calling me G-Throw and saying I got a plantation? Like, if you knew she was good for me, why did you make content disparaging her? And because I'm cool with you and this is my supporter, I'm like, what the fuck? I ain't got no loyalty to my supporter. You put me in a sticky situation. So You owe me an apology, and if you don't, I'm gonna pack you up. Yeah, you can get packed up too, Goody. You know that. Oh, Deanna said that was funny. It was. I ain't got no issues with anyone. She got she ain't got no issue with you. But Deanna, I want you to know something, especially like when it comes to this culture game. Like, it's fucked up. It's harassing and stuff. But let me tell you something. Black people will find whatever weakness you got and poke that bitch like it's a scab until your ass look like a burn victim. Poke it. And you got to stand up for yourself. And that's how you get jumped in. So Goody was jealous that I had some white people over here support me, making it Wayne, and all this shit. And the king probably needed some Pampers and, you know, I'm just fucking with her. But anyways, no, she just pushed the narrative like, and to me, she was having fun. And I was trying to tell you she was having fun, even though she was saying some offensive things. And that's what happened when white folks come in our culture. They don't know, niggas would say some of the most egregious shit to you. You know, you got to Joan back. And so that kind of, but anyways, at the end of the day, it's over. It was a friendly banter. And she told me, right. She said, and I said it myself. I said, hey, man, Deanna told me not to do, and I was on the phone with her. And when she was telling me not to do it, I hung up with it. And that nigga stepped in my car 5 seconds later. I should have listened. So, and this is why I have moderators that I do call and talk to. Okay. And I asked them for their advice. They don't run and tell me no shit. I asked Deanna. She gave me the best advice and I didn't take it. So I do apologize for that. And also, again, I'm apologize to She Paints because the reason this Lady T person was trying to throw herself at me for quite a while. I seen how she stopped running and so forth. And one day I was going through it and I was being emotional, like, because of what was happening with me and a supporter, She Paints, and I started expressing grievances and saying hurtful things, and nobody would say anything or agree with it because people was like taken aback. You know, people think for themselves. She came up aiding and abetting it and making it like antagonizing the situation, basically helping me disrespect this black woman, and drag this black woman and paying me for it and doing it to forge a close connection with me at the expense of somebody else who was here before them. And so that's her issue with She Paints. And that's why she stalked this woman and worried about who gave what to who, X, Y, and Z, all of that, because she was already trying to get in my good grace. Because before she came up to throw She Paints under the bus, help me disrespect this woman. Help me, literally, all the information I put out there, that came from her. She sent me this lady address and everything. And I said, yeah, she sent me screenshots of hers, 82, and everybody. Like, I don't even ask her. She just send it. That's how she moved. And she used those tactics to get closer and closer to you at a very accelerated pace. And so she did that. Yep. And she manipulated me into thinking like, yeah, and I ain't doing that. I'm not falling for that no more. That's bullshit. That is bullshit, you know. I hate to be that destitute anymore in my motherfucking life. Because only a destitute man will fall for that. And that's showing maturity. And I don't want to be no destitute nigga, so I ain't falling for that shit no more. And I'm about ready to get rid of this fucking fake ass Hollywood ass. I forgot how to get rid of this shit, bro. Like, nigga, I need to go around my family so I can talk like myself. I don't know how to talk like myself no more. Anyways, back to this fake ass shit. But yeah, I should have listened. But anyway, shout out to Goody for putting that into perspective. Shout out to y'all for being here, man. Love y'all, appreciate y'all. Can't believe I spent this much time on fixated subjects who, for some reason, still feels like this is just a moment and I'm gonna come and no, I did this video for educational purposes more than anything. Like, regardless of the jokes and stuff, I was like, let me be educational about it so that everybody could fully understand why these people and this person is not invited in my community and cannot have any infiltration whatsoever, which includes, if you say you love me, you would not support somebody who's called my Hollywood talent manager, who's emailed them. Same thing with my acting coaches. These are things that has been done to me behind the scenes because I never gave her my attention. Behind the scenes at a time in which y'all didn't even know she was harassing me. What she's doing publicly and out loud right now is something that was happening behind the scenes since well in the mid of 2024 when I first interviewed CHRISEANROCK's ex, Ronnie. Y'all didn't know that. She's done a lot of hurtful things to tear up my life. She's texted people out of nowhere. So when she called the court, she was just showing y'all publicly what she was already doing. But I never confirmed it, acknowledged it, because I didn't want to give her the satisfaction of knowing that what she did was fucking with my real life. So I am a victim of this person. And if anybody platforms that motherfucker, I don't fuck with you or anything. And you can never get a shout out. You can never get a beef. You can never even get a respond. You don't exist to me. Okay, and I'm not a weak ass nigga. When I say leave me alone, I used to come out here and bros cuss, have y'all falling all over the place until they start reporting taking channels. Can't do it that way no more on certain platforms. When I say leave me alone, it's a strategy. This is a motherfucking business, a brand. And y'all niggas are some fucking haters. And again, we packed up Mr. 82 yesterday. We will not be doing no more videos responding to him. He has been painted to be and look just like a liar that he is. If he ever make a video, whether it's 1 or 10,000 more, just go to that video and I'll post it so that you can see the source of everything. So therefore, I don't have to respond and get these people and these bitch ass niggas another excuse to cry victim. Or they... Thank you. Appreciate you. Absolutely. Thank you. Shout out for y'all. Like, and I, you know what I really appreciate about this live stream? It's been thorough. I had to do it. But I noticed that y'all ain't send me no money to talk about this person. But they say that I make all the money because of them. Like everything that I do revolves around them. And I done made the least amount of money I ever talking about you. Clock that. And on that note, somebody said, I wish Denai had a vault of all his old videos. Somebody said, I'm astonished by the length she's gone. The best thing that you can do is block and hide that channel. If you know you got you see a channel that's solely based upon tearing at someone's brand, or rather it's a content creator, a personality, or even a product. Like product review is different because that's something that represents a product. It has no emotions. It has nothing but tangibility and its own reputation of being good or bad, regardless of who make it. It's a product. Okay, it's a product. I mean, it ain't like the fucking cert bottle with Aunt Jemima on it, but white folks get all paid the money. You know, it's an actual product. And you have the right to review those things. But when you're fucking with semi-public figures or even public figures to an extent, there's a such thing as too far and premeditated too far. This lady is fucking batshit crazy. Mr. 82 is batshit crazy. Those two, I will go back and forth with somebody with 500 subscribers opposed to them two. And it's not because I'm afraid. I mean, he has 100,000 subscribers. Why when people put his name in the title, the views ain't viewing? Why ain't nobody Googling him? Ain't nobody checking for you? With the bots, everything. But yeah, hope you guys understand it's a hard boundary. Anybody dealing with tolerating or feel like what she has to offer, which is to my demise content, then me and my supporters don't rock with you. And just to protect my peace, if somebody send me content or link about people fucking with me and doing some fucked up shit, obviously it's these people that I trust need to send it to me. Okay, don't send me any of my moderators doing certain things because I have an understanding with them. What my moderators do and what they don't do ain't got shit to do with you because me and you ain't got no connection like that. You heard? That's to the stalkers on burning emails and shit. But typically, I don't want no confusion. That's the reason why I say if you go over here supporting somebody who's lying on me, you're believing what they say. And if I go live and don't address that because it's bullshit, you think that you're going to believe them and then be around me with this negative connotation and thought about me? I don't fuck with nobody that lie on me for content. I don't. And I'm not going to stand for it. And I'm not going to be pushed around or bullied around. There's 8 billion people on this motherfucking planet. Billions on YouTube. I'd rather sacrifice a bunch of motherfuckers just to tap into the mo on my Nicki Minaj shit. You heard?